Now offered at the Great Race Place. $3 late pick 3 featuring the last 3 races. $5 late double on the last 2 races. Both with a player-friendly 15% takeout. Every race day at Santa Anita Park.
We did it!
Unbelievable.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Welcome to Double Trouble Live. Oh, I had a little glitch this morning, Ciaran, and I don't see the feed on the Santa Anita YouTube channel, so I might futz around a little bit to see if I can get it going, but not right now because we have some stuff to talk about.
Yeah, I don't even think it's showing on Santa Anita's website or YouTube channel either.
It's probably on their. It's probably on their. Yeah, it might not be on their YouTube channel at the moment, but
it just popped up, Frank. It's good to get on.
Okay, so you know what? See that?
So that was AI is. I mean, the amount of people who are going to lose their jobs because of AI is just crazy. Can you imagine what that little thing you did would have cost just last year?
Yeah, can you imagine if actually, we had advertising and we're getting paid? They'd be furious. It'd be like the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl ads. The Dorito commercial doesn't queue up.
So Frank made the mistake the other day. He's like, I don't want to blow his ego up anymore, but he's hit the all turf. So then I went to Grok and I said, hey Grok, come up with something for me. And this is what it came up with. I'd even have them holding a flag of a horse, Frank, if you can believe it.
Oh, okay, nice. What is Ciaran?
King Ciaran. in Irish.
Yeah, I kind of figured. I kind of figured. You know that your ego is so freaking out of control when your wife has to send Terry and I a text with a crown with a big X drawn through it. Dethrone the king.
Yeah, she just keeps laughing.
Dethrone you, my friend.
She keeps laughing. I mean, this was the other one I put up. I mean, I made the mistake during Del Mar when I was on a heater not to talk too much smack. And when I had my smack lined up for a show, Frank came right back and hammered, a win. So I was like, I better get it all out today. So this Frank spotted at the track yesterday.
It's so funny. This dude has no clue of how good I am on this show because he's so wrapped up in his own head and his own handicapping. I hit the all turf last week, the last show we did. Just because you hit all the bets doesn't mean that I didn't hit. I don't need winners, man. I don't need winners. Wait till the DTL crew and everyone out there sees this guy's bets today. They're absolutely ridiculous.
Oh, it's like, I mean, I think I put it in the comments. I couldn't even fit it in. I was about to write 20 years ago. I started writing my all turf pick.
Yeah, they cut your characters off. You're absolutely ridiculous.
I couldn't.
All right, I'm pulling up my numbers. We're gonna look at the top board. We start at the $3 low takeout all turf pick 3. It is a mile turf race. Calbred maiden special weights for 3-year-olds only. The rails are at 30 feet today. One horse was taking all the money in the double. Let me see if that same horse is taking all the money in the win pool. Not really. That was number 6 columnist was getting hammered in the double.
He was getting hammered and then it changed. But there is a sneaky horse, Frank, that I saw when I was looking before the show. It doesn't really show up now, but it definitely shows up on the pick 3. And I had to do a double take twice. So on the pick 3, 2 with 2 with 1, who's the favorite in here, Frank, is paying $9.73. Guess who the favorite is? The number 8, the 48-1 horse, is paying $201 on the pick 3. That's I don't know what to make. On the will pay, $201 for the number 8.
Let me check here because of course, the again, wrong information, King Ciaran. You know why in the pick 3? That
Why
horse
is
is
that?
paying 2 of 3.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh, really?
Yeah,
That,
can you believe that? 2 of
wow.
3.
I mean, the
That's
fact that I'd even
insane.
think of that is so, you know what I mean? That is
Yeah,
so
I
rare.
don't blame you for making that mistake because that's something I can't even remember the last time there was a 2 of 3 at a big track like Santa Anita. That's crazy.
That's almost like that pick 5 we had, you know, the carryover. Rare carryovers.
Well, why don't we get into it? Because here, let me start with Ciaran's. Picks. If everybody turn to page 700,
No,
through 1400.
he's not lying.
Well, look at his picks, and I know I'm not kidding. Look at the size of this book, the Ashley Book of Knots. When I once fancied myself a sailor. Go ahead, put it up. No,
There
share
it is
your
right
screen.
there.
You're blocking our handsome faces. Share our screen, man.
I thought there was a lot of ways to go on this one. So I mean, I spread a little. I mean, there's a ticket I'm pretty comfortable with, you know, the $6 one. I wanted to do it a little bit more, but the reason the bet even got bigger was the very last race, the 10 got in, the DeMoro O'Neill horse. And
that screwed everything up for me.
It really messed up a lot of my bets, and I ended up having to spread a little bit more. And, you know, I'll probably look at these bets again when we get to the late double. But when I did my notes in the morning, I was like, it's probably not going to get in. But I really wrote DeMoro for O'Neill, big play if he gets in. So it kind of had me scrambling on a bet that I thought I could be pretty tight on. And then I ended up going pretty tight to all over the damn place.
Well, let me look real quick. So in this leg, in the all turf, 1-1. So you're 1-3-5-6 to get out of this leg?
Correct.
Okay. Allow me, if I will. Can I share my screen there?
Yep, I'm going to pull it up. I'm going to pull it off here.
Yeah. Let me show my screen here. Because I think I am 5-1, so 1-4-5-6. I want to talk about your 3 for a second because I looked long and hard at that horse, and Optics actually had a very good note on that horse last time and suggested a stretch out.
Yes.
The horse is now going from 5 furlongs to a mile. That still wasn't enough to put me on the horse in my wagers, but I want to hear why you came up with the horse.
If you have time, watch the last race replay.
Right.
Small, I mean, I'm always for the small stables. 5 furlongs last. I thought the horse was the best, but it got blocked into the turn and the stretch, and then it got room and it started coming on. I thought the distance was going to be ideal, and Frey has won for this small stable on a long shot already. So I thought, I mean, you can see what my spreadage. I thought if the chalks go down, we could be looking at a price, and that was the price I landed on.
Yeah, I'll throw yours up this way real quick. And before we go, we'll put both of ours up so people can take a screenshot. So in the middle leg, whatchamacallit? StreamYard introduced this new feature. Whenever you add a banner, it automatically defaults to a 10-second time. So unless you change the setting, it'll take your banner off after 10 seconds, which is ridiculous. Anyway, 2-5-3-6 in the middle leg and 2-3-4-7 in the last. Let me look at mine real quick. I'm 5-3-6 and 2-4. So we're on some of the same horses, a couple of different ones.
Yeah, I mean, like in the second leg of this all turf, when I initially went in, just on the name, I was like, oh, Irish royalty, you know, and I'm claiming myself as a king. I was like,
there he is.
I absolutely have to single that, especially when it's O'Neill and Jarrett, you know what I mean? Second off the claim, and O'Neill owns the horse. Now, you know, some of the stats, though, were like horrible stats. Like O'Neill is 0 for 40 off a 6-month break, but he's winning everything under the sun.
Winning everything now, right? So who cares?
And then, I mean, what was key on this one is they claimed the horse off Glatt when Glatt was cold for $40K.
Right.
Then they dropped it into a 32K claimer.
Yep.
Then it was vet voided. And now they're risking for $20K with Sharp Works. And we know O'Neill is one of those guys. it's placed to win. That it's here to get rid of out of the stable, but they want to win. So that's why
I'm with you 100%, Ciaran.
But then
I thought that horse was super, super sneaky.
But then we've got, the Rispoli horse checks on the way. Closed second last time out with Rispoli on. And, there's one of those things when he almost misses on a horse, when he rides it the first time, I really take a good, strong look the next time because, when he gets off the horse, because I've experienced it many times. He's like, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Next time I get him. You know what I mean? And more times than not, he does. So that's why I thought it was a 2-horse race. But again, we've seen some crazy prices even today. So, I'm glad I kind of spread the way I did, across some of the legs.
Okay, let's go back to the will pays and look at the tote. And this way we can make sure that we're not overlooking anything to start. How we like to find hidden money. There might be a horse that both of us, aren't paying attention to that is taking some sneaky money. So, like you said, I'm going to roll through the doubles real quick. The 1, wow. In the double pay, the 1 is at 79. The 5 and the 6 are basically 4, 5, and 6 are basically the same, like 110. And then the 9 is 150, and everything else is a bomb.
Yeah, like when I was looking at the will pays, right, like 12 minutes in, Frank, the 6 was actually, with the other chalks in the last race, was way more favorite than the 1 in this leg, which kind of surprised me, but different now.
Oh, how about the 9, dude? The 9 is second choice in the pick 5.
I mean, you got the D'Amato horse, but my thing on that is if his main dude's not on it, I'm like, you know what I mean?
That is very interesting and holding steady at 5-1. I thought the 5, I mean, that's my key separator horse. I thought 6-1 was crazy. Horses 4-1. I think 4-1's crazy. I think this horse should be a lot shorter. My only concern is how far back is the horse going to be. But I think with Columnist and a couple of others in here, we could see a very fast pace. And we saw some horses come from off the pace today. I think that horse is the strongest closer in the race. I know you're a big jock guy. KK has been riding really, really well.
Oh, absolutely.
I thought that horse had a huge shot.
I mean, and that's why I have it. I mean, I put Flash of Lightning 6-1 KK for Baltus, trouble in both races, and then they add the juice today in Lasix. So I was like, that's why there wasn't enough reasons for me to single out of this one. You know what I mean? You could make arguments for a lot of horses to get out of here. I mean,
yeah, I agree.
Number 1, Rispoli for McCarthy, 26%, blinkers on, Lasix. And the key here, which is why I ended up jumping off the Phil horse, is Rispoli's riding here versus Phil, who gets the first call usually on his horses. So that was another reason for me to go, okay, well, at least I don't have to use extra horses in here. It might bite me, but Rispoli left that horse to ride here, and he usually doesn't do it if the Phil horse is any good.
All right, I'm going to say hi real quick to the audience. While I do that, why don't you pull up the double probables from this race to the next? See if anyone in this race is getting hammered in any of the combos. But real quick, Electric Player, thank you for joining us. Jeff, Jeff, I scheduled it for Friday by mistake. Thank goodness I caught it. I think our ratings are going to be down a little bit because I screwed up. But let's get the word out there. We're live. We're doing it. Me and Ciaran. Let's make some money. Lindsay Pullen, I'm not sure what you're asking, but thank you for joining us. RDW, always nice to see you, my friend. Let us know who you're playing in the all-turf. And Jose Valdez is back. Got to have faith in Rispoli. That's Ciaran's man sometimes.
When he wins for me, he's the man. When he doesn't, I don't know who he is.
Yeah, thank you for joining us, everyone. Anything funny going forward?
No, it just looks like 1 into the 6 in the next leg is paid $16. 6 into the 6 is paying 22. There's nothing really that's jumping out. I was looking to see who I was. I mean, when I did my picks for the next race, just because we were going to go on and talk, I thought it was 3, 4, 6, 1 were how I kind of have a long shot on and
love the 1.
I got to make sure he's actually riding because he was off last week. Yes, Kent, Angie, and Kent. You know, we did very well on them at Del Mar. They're 58% on long shots, first start since April, blinkers off. I will say, Frank, on my notes here, you know what I put for this race? Because I thought race 6 was a tough race. I said, if Kent rides Milbo Baggins, could be a single.
Well, there
like
you
a
go.
separator single there if you're looking for one.
I like that horse as well. My only concern, again, is how far back is this horse going to be? But, you know, that horse was far back against much tougher horses. You see that a lot when they drop in for a tag. They actually have more speed than they showed against maiden special weights because those horses are just faster. So, Ciaran, I'm going to put mine up. People, take a screenshot if you need my picks right here going forward. Also, Ciaran and I also post our picks in the chat. I mean, you might have to get another computer to watch Ciaran, to scroll down for Ciaran. I mean, they cut him off. He had too many characters. Take a screenshot of this, and then Ciaran, put yours up so people have it. That was a good idea that Larry told us. Let me remove that. Let me stop sharing. Put yours up. I'm going to hide that. And then I want to know what everybody else is playing. How are we getting started here? Ciaran got to get out with the 1-3-5-6. All right, he's all about the 1-3-5-6. Scatoni needs 1-4-5-6. So we differ on one horse. Let me look at that for Ciaran. I'm surprised you didn't come up with this horse. This looks like a horse you would come up with.
I mean,
Lucky Tiger.
I looked and looked, and I was like, you know, if I start, I mean, I came into this race thinking maybe a single, you know, with Irish royalty. Okay, you know, the Rispoli horse, and then I went 4 deep, and I was like, I can't go anymore. If I'm out, I'm out.
Yeah. Okay.
Then I'd have another 800 bets I'd have to add on to my ticket there, and we'd be like scrolling through it.
All right, so is your 3 taking money? 11-1. All right, you can take that down now if you don't mind. I'm going to put. Where'd that little like and subscribe button go? That was a fun little button. Anyway, like and subscribe, everybody. There you go. Like and subscribe, people. Yeah, we'll put that up when the race goes off. That's a good idea. Because Terry was like, it's really annoying. And I'm like, well, I agree with you. But it's kind of the point, right? It's so distracting. You have to click on it to make it go away.
If they like and subscribe, then we will forget about it. We won't. When we look at our numbers, like, how do we only get 4 likes? What's going on?
We'll put that up during the race. They're loading into the gate. Let us know who people like. Number 1, Dark Blue is the current favorite. That horse was an A for me. My other A was the 5 Flash of Lightning, holding steady at 4-1. Number 6, Columnist, 5-2, co-favorite, was lukewarm for me. You know, I only use that horse in case the course is playing to speed, but I'm not crazy. I had the 9 as a B in my write-up, but like you, Ciaran, I can't use everybody, right? So
yeah. And
if the 9 beats us, the 9 beats us. It's just.
And it was enough of a reason that Rispoli left and he was allowed to leave, you know. So that's one of those things, especially when he's on fire and Phil's on fire. So the fact that he hopped off, and rode back this horse that he almost won on last time.
Correct.
That was like, you know, that tells you everything.
And no knock against Ayuso. I think he's a very good rider. But if you look, Johnny V, the one horse, Johnny V rode, Ricky rode, and now McCarthy goes to Rispoli, who's his number 1 guy. So I'm with you.
The double from the 1 into the 3, you know, my Milbo Baggins is $60, and the 3 into the 3 is $188. So I think I might just toss $5 at it.
There he goes.
Starting early.
Chief gambling officer. Chief gambling officer. Thank God he's not in charge of the treasury.
Actually, he is.
He is. You know what? You are. Where's Shannon? I'm gonna have Shannon run that account.
There's only $50 left in there, Frank. I don't know what happened to the funds.
Oh my God! Don't even. Firing away at Turfway. All right, they're about to go off. We like to give the race the respect it deserves, so we usually keep quiet and root silently. They're off. Good luck, everybody. Put that like and subscribe up, Ciaran, please. All right, that's good for both of us, right? It's a good result.
Yeah, I mean, I thought Columnist was actually going to get up there and get him, but he wasn't able to close there. So
I missed the start. Why wasn't Columnist 8 lengths clear of everybody else?
I don't know. I mean, I've heard something before I flipped over that Debbie went wide or something. I don't know if that did anything, but I didn't see.
Yeah, I'll have to watch the replay a little bit. I expected that horse to be on the lead, which is why I didn't like the horse. Here's another reason why I actually had Columnist as a B, and I had 3 others as A's. Sometimes I could be a little stubborn, but this angle usually works pretty well for me. If you go back to this horse's debut race, Yakteen ran the horse for $50,000 in a maiden claimer, and the horse didn't win. I don't care if it was the first start. I don't care that it was on dirt. I don't care that it was sprinting. Couldn't be maiden claimers. These are maiden special weights. Big, big difference. So if a horse has failed at the maiden claiming level, I need to see a massive form reversal before I'm even interested in that horse. So that's just a little angle that I like to use, and more often than not, it works out pretty well.
I will say I like the change in strategy, because my notes were the horse just keeps going super fast and fading. So,
well, yeah, they had the blinkers off, which is fine, but I mean, you got to put the horse in the race.
Yeah, I mean, that would be one a change of jockey scenario. Just someone new on it might make a world of difference on that horse, I think.
Yeah, you know what, and that's the other thing. If you look at the horse's best race 2 back, that was when Arantes had his 5-pound weight break.
Correct, and you could tell that it needed that little bit of weight.
Yes. No, seriously, don't laugh. I mean, you're 100% right. If the horse had that 5-pound weight break, might have won. Right? Might have won. While they're making this official, let me just roll through again. Jose knows where it's at. Umberto going to have to win bunches of racing in order to beat JJ Longshot. Well, Umberto just got one right there. Ciaran mentioned that's a huge. Ciaran is so good at the chess game that the jockeys do. It doesn't always work, because sometimes there's behind the scenes info that we're not privy to. Can you take the like and subscribe down? I'm sorry, because it's, somebody had dinner with Mike Smith, and Mike Smith's like, yeah, sure, I'll ride your horse. And then all of a sudden he has to get off a favorite to ride this guy's horse because he promised. So there is some of that. But Ciaran analyzes it to such a point where, like, Rocky Colavito took sneaky money, made a nice move, ranged up, look, that horse was live. But to your point, well, why didn't Rispoli ride the horse, right?
Yep. And that was the first time if you look, first time grass with that horse, I'll bet you if Rispoli's not on another horse next out, he'll be riding this horse for Phil again,
Yeah, and that'll be the money run, right?
Correct.
No, you really are very, very good at it. I got to a point where I was overdoing the whole jockey thing.
Well, you can get,
detriment.
For me at least, it's experience with it. So I've been able to, like some of the other guys, no, but with like JJ and the guys who ride for Phil, I kind of know the behind the scenes story when they go somewhere else. I know why and what. You know what I mean? That's where it came in useful.
That's a great point, because we talked about this on the show before, and I even remember 5 years ago when you were on my Best Bet show, we talked about how your handicapping and the way you look at a race had shifted a little bit and changed because of your experience as an owner. You got to see a whole different side of the game. And you have, because of that, you have, not that you have inside information, but it's like insider baseball. Tendencies of the trainers. You go golfing with the jockeys, like you hear things. So like you said, Rispoli would have said, I want to ride this horse back. If Rocky Colavito was live, right?
Oh, correct. Hey, guess who the favorite is right now? Millwall Baggins. Got all the early money.
That's good. You played a double, right?
I did, yes.
Well, let's look at the will pays.
Yeah, but on the double will pays right now, number 1 is paying $27. The favorite is the 6 at 1580. Wow.
Is that the other Mendez? Let me see. I think that's the other Mendez.
Yeah, the other Mendez with Edwin on it.
Yeah.
So 6 is
I think
the
this
favorite.
is the trap horse. I think his one. I think his one.
And I thought it's
like 1-3. 1-3.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it. I'm on the same page as you. I thought I put top closer Edwin Bales for the favorite, who's the trainer's other horse, but the jockey on here is winning 27. So it's like kind of back and forth. It's not like you're. It's like what's a good thing?
Check this out. Check this out, Ciaran. On November 16th, Solo Gano and Charms Away ran against each other. Solo Gano was 5-1. Charms Away was the 8-5 favorite and finished ahead of Solo Gano. So, I mean, right there. Sure, maybe the horse can beat him today, but at the prices they're at, ridiculous.
If it stays at this price, that's absolutely worth. And the one thing to note is Edwin just happened to ride the number one time. This is the horse he's been riding over and over again.
Yeah, that's a good point, because if you go back, Escobedo was riding this horse pretty steadily.
So this is,
if you go back in the form.
If we probably looked, either Edwin was on some other horse or not riding that day. So that was just it's not that Edwin picked the horse. I think it's just how it came. And we're getting a pretty good price if that's the case.
Or maybe he did pick the horse. I mean, he's ridden the horse twice. The horse is, whatever. But, jocks aren't always right either, I think Charms Away is value. Can we look at the will pays? Is the one taking any money in the will pays?
Daily double. The 6 was favored at 50. And second choice, 27.60. Then the third choice is the number 7 at 70. Oh, no, actually number 4. Sunk cost fallacy for 62. The number 3 is way down. The number 3 is not showing the money that we're seeing coming in.
Dude, $78 double to the 3. That is insanely good. Right? You had the winner of the first leg.
Correct,
the one.
Yes. Yep.
That's paying $78 for $2. That's 35-1.
Yep.
This horse is the current favorite on the tote. Now, what about the pick 3s?
Pick 3, we're looking at.
6 is a massive favorite.
6 is 145. Number 1 is 268. Number 4, number 8, number 3. So I don't know. Did someone get some information in the barn?
Your 3 did not take any money in the will pays, but I wouldn't worry so much about that with a small barn.
No,
you know what you're getting. Aggie Ordonez, she does a phenomenal job. And Ciaran, how much did we clean up on her and Kent over the summer at Del Mar with Vodka, and you had Almond Joy like twice.
Yes, and I mean, and it was, they ended up doing similar thing where they went off, if I remember correctly, at like 5-2 or 3-1, but we ended up getting paid really, really well on the double because
Vodka was 8-1 on the morning line. I remember it vividly. Drew the one
we
hole.
Still got paid really, really well because no one believed it, and sure enough, it came in and
because the horse was coming off like a year layoff, and Ciaran's like, "Oh my God, I got a long shot in the last," and I go, "I got a long shot in the last," and then we both land on the same horse, and that I love when that happens. And then we're watching, and the horse opens up at 7-5 and wins like 1-5.
And that was when we first started doing. We're like, man, we're not going to get paid a whole lot. And we're like, oh, we got paid pretty well for that.
We got paid.
And this horse, first race since April, and blinkers off, and she is 3 of 7 for a big profit. Blinkers off as well. So, and she's already won it too. So
I'm also going to give a shout out to the owner, McLean Stables. Ian McLean, super nice guy, based up in the Northern California area. He's had horses with Aggie for a while. He supported her training regimen because he's a smart guy. He's a smart guy, and he knows that she is a terrific horsewoman. Her dad won a Belmont Stakes as a jockey. It is in her blood. But anyway, so I always root for McLean Stables and Aggie. But yeah, I mean, this one has a huge shot. My only concern, like I said, is coming out of those turf races and the blinkers coming off, will the horse be too far back? I mean, I think Kent knows not to be too far back, right? I mean,
No, I think he's seeing what the course is doing. And actually, let's look at the will pays and see how legit it is, Frank, because in the next race, the number
probable?
Berlin Wall is the 9, you know what I mean, was the morning line 9 to 5. And if we look at the will pays or the probables right now, 3 into the 3 is paying $27, okay? Who's the favorite in the 3 into the 3?
The current favorite double combo right now is the 6 in this race to the 3 in the next. That pays 17. So
correct.
Who's the 6? Solo Gano, yeah. That 6 is definitely going favorite, no doubt about it.
Yeah, but I mean,
early money that Aggie took, that's barn money.
And but even so, I mean, the 6 is paying $17, but the 3 to the 3 is the next highest double at 27. Then we've got the 4 to the 3 in the next race at 29. Then we've got the 4 to the 1 in the next race at 30, and the 8 to the 3. So, I mean, there's sneaky money in the double pool as well, it looks like, for now. I mean, it's still early days.
Let's talk about that race a little bit, Ciaran, because it's the start of the
that's right.
$3 late pick 3. And the whole reason for doing the show, besides Ciaran wanting to talk smack to me every time he wins, and then conveniently have soap opera amnesia every time I win, is because we're betting in real time. You know, it's not a handicapping show. We talk handicapping, but we're not picking horses. We're not selecting horses. We are using horses based on our handicapping, and we're doing ticket construction. But one thing we do on the show is we pivot because we have access to real-time information. So let us look into the next race. Who are your top picks? Why don't you put up your pick 3 again real quick, if you don't mind? Yes, Terry, let's go DTL crew. Thank you.
That one I actually have a banner for because it wasn't 8 miles long. Hang on, here we go.
Okay, put that up then. Perfect. Okay, so you're starting your pick 3 with the 6 and 2, 5, 3.
I put it backwards. My top 2 choices in order are number 5 and number 2 in the next race. Irish Royalty and the Rispoli horse.
I'm not interested in order. Just you have 2, 3, 5, 6.
Correct.
2, 3, 5, 6. Let's look at what those doubles are coming back to the favorite of this leg. I'm just curious if your horses are taking a lot of money,
so
whatever.
Right now, the 6 just went favorite. So 6 to 2 is 30. 6 to 3 is 17. 6 to 5 is 47, and 6 to 6 is 33.
So it's funny. The 3 is a pretty decent favorite, and then nobody knows what to do between the 2, the 6, and then the 4 and the 5. Yep. Let me look at mine because I think we differ. We might differ on one. Let me see. Nope, we got all the same. I'm 5, 3, 6. So the only horse you have that I don't is the 2. Oh, that's Checks on the Way. Yeah.
I get
on that horse.
I mean, I get why you jumped off, you know what I mean? And I looked at that too, but I was like, it's kind of like this last race. This is one Rispoli rode it for the first time and was up for second and lost at 5 furlongs. And I think, what is this? Race is 6.
Yeah.
And, I've been around enough times when I've seen him come close like that when they go short and he gets off. Next time, boss,
I know. I mean, yeah, you said that earlier. I
you know what I mean? This is
you know what? I'm sorry. Keep going. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I was going to say, this is one of the times where even when if I'm off Rispoli, if he's ridden a horse and almost won, I'm definitely using it the next time when he rides back on the horse, especially when it gets a little bit of distance. They don't win on this one, then it goes, I'll toss it the next time. But I've made so much money Rispoli riding for the second time on turf over, since he moved out here that I just have to use it.
Yeah, because if he didn't like the horse, he'd be on somebody else, right? His agent would put him on somebody else. He'd go to Matt and say, hey, I don't want to ride this horse back. He wants to ride this horse back. Okay, that's all well and good, but now I realize why I didn't use the horse to start my late pick 3. Here's my all turf, right? So my A ticket was 5164. So I'm alive in that. and then I have 5, 3, 6, and then 2, 4. That's my A ticket. I did come back here on and use the 5 and the 1, my top 2 in the first leg, the 1 just won, and I used the 2 on my backup with the 2, 4, 3. So I do have the 2 covered in my all turf, and that's the reason why I didn't throw the horse in.
And I tried doing a similar ticket to you, but I ended up having like 20 bets on my all turf just because that 10 really messed up, my thinking. So I ended up having to go a lot deeper on the all turf just because of that.
So wait, you still have more. Like you have 2. Can you put your sheet up, please?
Yeah, easier just put the sheet up.
Now I'm confused. All right, hold on. Let me say. All right, everyone, open to page 2042.
And it's going to be 2042 through 3000 is going to be my pick.
3000.
All right, there you go.
Hold on, you got to share your screen. Terry said we always have to see our faces, and I think she's right. Because
yeah,
we got face for live streams, man. All right, so here we go. Well, first of all, let's look what you're alive to in the all turf. Actually, well, no, this is not even the word. I know. We have the middle race to deal with, but I want to see going forward because we were looking at the pays. 2, 3, 5, 6. Ooh, I think I like your single on the last. Is that the Yactine horse?
That's the Demoro O'Neill horse, the one that got in that made me just.
No, the 2. I'm looking at in the last leg. You have the 2.
Oh, the last leg is the 2. No, that's Rispoli, if I believe. That's Rispoli.
Yeah,
It's going to be better now. Yes, the Yactine horse. I mean, when I went through that, I was like, they're 27% second time Lasix, and this is another thing. Rispoli riding back for the second time, and
I'm with you. I love that. I love that horse. That horse would have been a single for me, but I also use the 4.
How do you not use Glatt?
Because of Glatt, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
I use the 9 as well. Straight up country. That's Jaramello, and then Irish Element got in the O'Neill horse. But I actually had if you look at my earlier my larger picks in that last leg, I'm essentially singling the 2, but I had to throw in a long shot, and the long shot is Island Paradise, the Diego horse. And yeah, I know, Frank. Diego,
it's a maiden claimer, right?
But if you watch the last race replay, just missed on the debut last out. And I love I also complain about it a lot when I'm alive to some good money and the horse wins the race, 3 lengths past the finish line. But it was one of those horses came a little too late and just blew past them on the gallop out. So it was worthwhile in that race. I've seen so many chalks go down in this sequence that I was like, I don't think I can sing.
You know what, Ciaran? I have the 2 and the 4 as A's in that order. I actually do have the 3 as a B because, even though I was on the soapbox saying how I hate failure at maiden claiming stepping up, this horse was asked to go long on turf in the debut. And there was no way that horse was going to win. And I thought the horse ran exceptionally well. I think Powell was trying to sneak one past the goalie. He's like, no one's going to claim this horse for 50. And we actually could win. And the horse ran really, really well.
I thought it had a really, debut race and probably a little green and, horse probably knows a lot more. If you've got time, the viewers go back and just look at the closing stretch there and you'll see what I'm seeing.
Wait, we still got 9 minutes here. So look, let me just show you real quick here in my late pick 3. If you look at my backup ticket, the second one, look at the last leg. I actually used the 3 on one of my tickets.
And that should be
I thought the same thing as you.
That should be telling because on dirt, Frank would be all over Diego, but the fact that he likes a Diego horse on turf and I like it as a long shot, that should be an upgrade for you guys watching.
Well, I don't see how he could, he's drawn the 3 hole. The horse has, can sit and pass horses. I don't see how he could mess it up. It's like if he was in the 10 hole, I would X the horse. But yeah, that's the sneaky one in there. And again, so just go back to my point where spent 5 minutes telling you about how I hate maiden claimers jumping up into maiden special weights. Every horse is different, right? Every case is different.
Yep.
I just said I hate betting those horses, and then I come back and I say, well, actually, I give this horse a shot because of the way the race was run, and Powell is so good second time. So the fact that this horse ran that well in debut, again, who knows? It's a 50,000. Who knows what the horse is beating?
And the beauty of us doing the pick 3 and the late double is, once we get to the late double, we'll get some more information if the word is out on that horse too. We'll see what money's going in, what money's not. Do we need
All right. If you haven't taken a screenshot of Ciaran's picks, there's no hope for you.
No, your batteries are probably it's landscape. But what is that?
You gotta hit the scroll button. Scroll. All right, let's go to some comments here because we got plenty of time. Rapido, I think you might be a first-time joiner. Thank you for watching. Buenas tardes, amigo. Very nice. You got some picks here. Race 6, Santa Anita, the 6-win place. Is that the Solo Gano? Is that the race we're up to?
Yep, Solo.
All right, well, good luck. I think that horse is live. I think it's a 3-horse race. I think it's the 2 Mendez horses with actually a push to the 1. I like the 1 a little better. And I think Ciaran's Aggie Ordonez horse. Is that horse drifting? 7-2. It's on the drift. You might be able to bet win on this horse. Well, actually, you don't have to. You're alive.
The early money was, I got it so many different ways, Frank. The early money was 2,000, so we've gotten 1,300 in. Of the other horses, it's gotten the most money. The 6 has taken all the action, though.
Yeah, I forgot you were alive in a double, so you don't have to do anything with that horse. But let's look at the double probable.
The one I'm looking at, the one I'm just like if the number 1 here stays 8-1, I'm wondering if I do a win bet. You know what I mean? Just because we're getting double the value that we thought, and we think this is the better of the Mendez horses.
I'm with you. I might do a win bet or do a double going forward. But first, my Spanish is improving. Who won the 5th? I will tell you who won the 5th. The 1, dark blue, with Rispoli up and trainer Michael McCarthy. Both Ciaran and I had the horse on our all-turf. I hope members of the DTL crew did the same. Come on, let's go. Put your picks out there. Atocad, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Hello to you. Hey, who do you guys like going forward? You have plenty of time to do your all-turf pick. I'm sorry, your late pick 3. One more comment, John Blasi. Umberto, 27% in grass routes. Oh, wow. Over 5 years? That's a huge sample size. That is pretty darn good. What's his record with Gold Phoenix, though?
Ofer. Oh, no. Actually, no. 1 for. He won the one that mattered, the John Henry, the one that had eluded us for many years.
Oh, he was on. Oh, he did.
Yes, and he had another workout this morning, February 14th. He doesn't even look like he's a 7-8-year-old, Frank. Like, my word. And this is the earliest he's ever come back.
I know. Ciaran, I remember when he was starting to get really good.
Are you going to go up for that weekend? Because I know I'll be up there, February 14th. Oh, we've got time to talk about something. I don't know if people read the news today.
Oh, yeah, please.
Slot machines at Santa Anita rolled out today. So if anyone's on track, I want to hear what they're like. The historical racing machines rolled out today. So that's
can you explain, not just to the audience, but to me, what the heck are historical? The races have already been run.
So
can I look it up and figure out who the winner is in advance?
Really quickly. So you know how the tribal casinos here in California essentially control everything. The way they were able to get around the laws that Vegas had, locked down on the rest of the country was they said that they weren't really slot machines. They were bingo machines. So if you go into some of the tribal casinos and you look at some of the old machines, you'll see a bingo card above them. Kind of the same premise. And they say the machines aren't really gambling machines. They're based on the randomness of bingo balls. So let's hop over to historical racing machines. I mean, they're all over Kentucky now, which is why they've been able
But they're
to.
not slots? Like, what are they?
No, they're slots, but the way the algorithm and the background works is they're based on old results. That's how the Kentucky ones go. Every race that's ever been run is what's used to determine what's going to come up on the machine. And
so do they show the race?
Santa Anita's, I think, are a little bit different. I think they're going off the current races. I'll have to look, but they're based off actual races. So that's how they're able to get around the law. They found a loophole.
Well, yeah, part of that was that 3x3 bet.
Correct.
They introduced that weird 3x3 bet that nobody played
That's
because they found some loophole that I don't know if they had that kind of bet, they would be able to get machines. I have no idea. I didn't read the article yet.
All I'm saying is I sent a message to you, Frank. I was like, boom. And people are like, why do you care? I'm like, racinos are where the money is. And we've always said, I mean, we were supposed to have sports betting in California, but it got shot down. It probably never come back. And the only places that we're going to get it were the racetracks and the tribal casinos, but the sports books kind of went around it. Imagine the money we'll get when this market opens. If you're
Can I ask you, who owns the machines and where does the money go?
Stronach owns the company, so they've been planning this for a long time. For what I read, hang on.
Okay, and does the money go to the purses?
Yes,
go all to the horse.
The money goes to the purses, the takeouts, everything. It's just like betting on the horses, is what they were saying. I'm going to pull up. Tom retweeted it this morning. Who's one? I did. So I'm going to pull up the article that they wrote. Hang on, see if I can find it here.
Yeah. Nobody wants to live on slot subsidies, but it's nice to have the enhanced.
So I got it here. The Pollock report did an article on it. It's Paramax tote terminals will offer a specific 3x3 wager, is what they're saying. And
they've been doing that 3x3 wager for like 5 years now, and I think they did it because that would allow them to get these machines for whatever reason.
This was built specifically for Santa Anita by a subsidiary of Tote that Stronach owns. And let's see. The on-demand terminals will offer wagering on the 3x3 bet, which was approved a couple of years ago. The object is to pick the top 3 finishers in 3 consecutive races with payoffs determined by the number of players with selections that have at least 3 of 9 horses.
This is on the machine?
Yeah, on the machines. Essentially what it is, Frank, I think they're going to be just like normal slot machines, except the algorithm that pumps out the randomness is based on that bet. It's the same thing with the slot machines.
Just like normal slot machines that I don't understand the rules to either.
Exactly. You just keep feeding it. You just keep
real
feeding
quick, that ate my form. Hey, fellas, Santa Anita only. Yes, we are only doing Santa Anita today. We did play the all-turf. We're both alive. Ciaran is alive in doubles here to the 4, and then we're going to start our normal show, the late pick 3, after this race. Kansas bases. Oh, this is funny. We'll talk about this after. Cat My form seems to have some experience. They're in the gate. Good luck, everyone.
Well, Frank
says
no,
that's tight, man.
I don't know. Frank said Milbo got his head down, and if there's anyone who knows how to see it, he's
yeah, but he did say it was close. He didn't call it definitively, which is rare because he's the best at it. Wow, Ciaran, great pick.
And we ended up drifting to 5-1.
Let's see.
Stick your tongue out. Oh no, the head bob got me, Frank.
Yeah, I would say the outside, but
Dang it.
Miramati said he got a nose down, so you don't. I mean, I trust him more than my eyes. Ooh, right there. Ooh, it's tough.
I'll take a dead heat.
Well, they were also, the 3 was in very tight. Maybe the 6 drifted over a little bit. I don't know,
boo. Man, what a great, that would have been fantastic.
5-1, the horse went off at. Wow.
That would have been a great start, too.
Well, you don't know yet, so come on. Isn't it good luck of the Irish? Isn't that what they say?
No, they do not say that, Frank.
To me, it looks like you lost the bob, but at the same time, I don't really know where the finish line is. Is it at the mirror, before the mirror? You know what I mean?
What sucks is that was my big bets across the board with the 3.
Yeah, that looks like the 6 got it.
Damn. That was my, if you look at my bets, that 3 was my.
Throw your monitor. You ran second to Frank's horse.
I also had that horse, but I'd rather the 5-1 horse.
No, I didn't bet that.
Oh, here, so Frank, I went and found the Pollock report, and
what's this?
That's the first guy to bet on the machines today. Was
How many do they have?
Let me see if they said it in the article. I'm looking through. They've got it. I don't know where exactly. You know where that is?
Where what is?
Where I'm trying to find.
It looks like it's. It looks like it's the area that used to be called the Turf Wizard Lounge.
Yeah, that's it. That's where it is. Yes, that's where they said they had it. So.
I used to hang out there all the time when I played in those $40 tournaments because they had like nice couches and machines. Nobody used it. They thought it was an exclusive area, but it wasn't. There was a bar right there and a concession stand. Pete and I used to hang out at the Turf Wizard Lounge all the time.
So, I mean, the reason we're cheering and people are like, what does it matter? I'm like, it's going to help juice the pools and the purses. And that's.
Everyone complains. I mean, look at our purses. I mean, we have grade ones that are like 300,000, and you go elsewhere in the country, 500, 800. Our grade threes are 100,000. Kentucky Downs does that in the maiden race, and I'm not knocking California racing at all. It's just the economics of the game right now.
I mean,
where's the money coming from?
When that was supposed to happen a couple of years ago, Frank, I ended up buying a couple of extra horses because it looked at first that gambling bill was going to pass, and I was just thinking the pool juice is going to be. I mean, they were talking when I heard some estimates, the purse is going up 25 to 30% just to start. You know what I mean?
Well, we are now at the start of the $3 late pick 3 heading into the $5 late double. So I feel like it's like an intermission. So I'm gonna start the show over for people who didn't join us for the early turf, but they did join us for the late pick.
Now offered at the Great Race Place. $3 late pick 3 featuring the last 3 races. $5 late double on the last 2 races. Both with a player-friendly 15% takeout. Every race day at Santa Anita Park.
We did it!
Unbelievable.
And now I'd like to unveil our new logo. That's when Frank wins and Ciaran loses.
I would like to unveil my logo before it goes away and Frank wins today. This was Frank spotted at Santa Anita earlier today. Well, I mean, if you're just joining us now, we were going back and forth, and we're all just talking smack. And Frank, I had AI come up with a logo the other day, and Frank was like, "I really don't want to repeat this," so I had AI create this one for me.
I love that. Let me hide the banner. But for those who missed the show and don't get the reference, You have to play the video.
Yes.
The voiceover.
Oh, do I actually have the video on? I might still have the
No,
video.
the voice. You don't have it up there? I figured you'd play it 8 times a show. The egomaniac that you are.
All right, let me see here. Do I have it here? Oh yeah, this was the video from Sun. You know, if you guys.
Of course you have it. Of course he's pretending like he doesn't have it. Of course he has it.
It might have pulled it off because we don't have a whole lot of room, Frank. You know. Oh, when you added yours, it deleted it, Frank.
What? We're only allowed to have so many videos? I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I think that's. I'll see if I can find it later. But you can see it on our Twitter account. You'll see the video. It has to be here somewhere.
Well, here I'll spoil the surprise because we could delete this one and put yours up because yours is really funny. After my win today and I beat you today, I was going to play this. Terry created this. It's pretty funny. This is when we remember we used to do the show on the balcony of the executive office.
Oh yes, and they ran us off. Yes,
and then they got the bum rush and got booted out because we were waiting for the last race on a Friday to become official.
Arise, Sir Knight, this crown I give thee. I accept this great honor, my liege. Arise, Sir Knight, this crown I give thee. I accept this great honor, my liege.
I should have said my former liege. I'm taking that crown, man. I'm taking it.
I mean, I made the mistake this summer on not milking when I got hot, and then I went colder than.
Dude, are you insane?
Alaska.
You were insufferable. You milked it for forever. You didn't milk it. You had odds made on a shirt. You just didn't get to wear it because I beat you.
I didn't get to wear it, is what I'm saying. So I wasn't going to wait around now.
Well, there you go. That's it. You got to pounce on the opportunity.
You got to pounce while you have the opportunity. Exactly.
That's true. So here, Cat ate my form. This is back to the historical racing stuff. Kansas bases off of horse racing, and Florida uses NASCAR results. Don't think you can figure out the algo. Yeah, I was joking about the.
No, the reason they're just.
I want to bet Belmont 1973. I'll take the 4-horse Secretariat.
It's going to be as random can be. The whole reason they're going the way they're going is that it passes the sniff tests for the language that's in the law. The only reason.
They're not showing the race. They're just using results.
They're using the results, and the algorithm is then determining and they're using the results as the algorithm. Like my understanding of the Kentucky ones are they take every horse that's won a race over the last 100 years, and that's what determines what comes up on the wheels randomly. So
it's basically a modified version of running numbers.
Correct.
When you would have they run numbers in the neighborhood, and then you look up the attendance at Belmont, and you take, it's 40,673. You take the last 3 numbers, 673. Who's got 673? You're the winning ticket. Something like that, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, hello, Herdidas. I'm not saying that right, but thank you for joining us. Seamus. Sounds like another Irishman there.
Patties are in the house.
They did. The six ended up winning. Jeff, LOL. Jeff gets a kick out of us. Thank you, Jeff. 6161. You guys are too much. And then Seamus, thanks. All right, it's crunch time, man. Let's go. It's start of the late pick 3. We're both alive in the all turf. There's more money to be made. Let's go. Let's go. Put up your comments, everybody. Let us know who you're playing.
Now, I'm okay with where I am on my pick 3. I mean, I would have preferred to have more outs, but if the 3 had held on.
You wrote a tome. How many outs do you need?
No, this is the pick 3. I'm saying now I'm only alive. I suppose.
Are you talking about the all turf?
Yeah. It doesn't really matter. I'm talking smack. I was just thinking I would have had some more ammo to gamble a little bit more if the 3 had put his nose down, but
you mean in the previous race?
Yes.
Yeah. That's a separate thing, Ciaran. That's not part of the show. That's why, hold on, ladies and gentlemen, that's why Ciaran is the chief gambling officer. He is the CGO. Never met a race he didn't like.
Correct. I've gotten better. At least now I'm forcing myself not to do
That's better. going to Gamblers Anonymous. I got my 1 month token. I've gotten better. As our community pool gets depleted because he's playing straightaway pick fives where he has zero chance.
It's either when we're done with this show, guys, this is dinner or this. I'm hoping it's this, especially especially since Frank is allergic to shellfish, so I'll have to make sure.
Yeah, that would kill me. That would kill me. Oh my God, I'm getting better. I don't bet, I don't stay up and bet Australia. Oh, look at this, Seamus. Are you in Ireland now, or are you originally from Ireland? Ciaran, this is a kindred spirit here, brother in arms.
Oh, Conastatu. That's about the only Irish I can remember from a million years ago.
But you lived in Dublin, right? No,
north of Dublin.
North of Dublin.
Dublin's essentially half the country now.
Seamus, let us know where you're at or where you're from originally. We want to know. We want to know our audience members. There is no show without you guys. Contrary to Ciaran's thinking that it's all about him and he could just talk, there is no show without our audience.
Okay.
What's up with the yellow eyes? It's a little freaky.
Because all powerful one
fell over the people.
I don't know. That's what Grok came up with. So I'm not going to argue with Grok.
I kind of like it because you kind of look like the villain. Here now, okay, the real County Cork. Just tuning in, watching the horses. Well, you know what? Thank you for joining us, man. If you have any opinions on the next 3 races, we're playing the late $3 late pick 3 and the $5 late double. It's a low takeout wager. It is the best bet in racing because it always pays more than the equivalent win parlay. You can't say that about many other bets. If you have any questions about any horses, if you want to give one of your picks, the floor is yours. The forum is open to everyone.
I actually had a discussion with a couple of longtime horse players and owners, and they were asking me because I send them my plays, and they're like, they were actually making fun of me too at how many bets I had today, like on the all turf. He's like, well, what's your ROI? And I was like, and then I ended up writing back to him. I was like, well, surprisingly, I started an account with $600 when we started, doing
I know.
And ran it up to 16,000. It would have been higher if I wasn't firing away on nonsense. But I was like, since I just personally, for me, started focusing on the low takeout bets, the ROI has been through the roof. And there is, of course, cold streaks, but then you hit that big day because these bets can pay dramatically more than what you would think. It's a lot better.
Ciaran, you make a great point because, yeah, you're going to lose. You're going to have some cold streaks, whatever. You went through one, and that's fine. But this isn't like playing a pick 5 where you could lose for 3 months. You're going to hit something, even if you win $100, $200, break even, only lose 10.
Yep.
Your strike rate in these bets is so much higher than playing a pick 4 or a pick 5 that you can wait out those lulls for that big day. Remember at Del Mar, you were grinding away. Oh, $20 here, just trying to get my bankroll back. I don't like the sequence, but we're playing it. And then boom, that one day you had like a $6,000 score. You hit everything.
Even when I was, where's your joke of me right here? Even during this. $150 and I was getting 70 or 60, you know what I mean? And getting.
Well, here's the thing. During his crybaby phase, he was still really good. He was just unlucky. He was, and the thing that really frustrated him.
Frank was winning.
He was losing to the horses that I liked. Yep. That's what drove him crazy. It could have been, if I lost alongside him, he would have been totally fine with it. Is he looked down and he goes, Frank had that horse, and he couldn't deal. But you know what? We've moved past that. Hey, Cat ate my form. Where you were asking Terry a couple of shows ago that you missed the drama. We're going to do a little recap at some point where you see Ciaran and I get into it. We get into it.
So, Frank, I suppose we should start. We got 14 minutes. We should look at the
Yes,
Will pays. Will pays right now on the double We got the 6, the Glad Horse.
No, the 3.
Oh, no, actually, no, the 3, Berlin Wall, 1160.
No surprise.
6 at 1550. I thought Irish Royalty would have gotten more action, and I thought the number 2 would have gotten more action. So that's the one I'm surprised at. I'm okay with it.
You know what, Ciaran? I thought Irish Royalty was a sneaky horse that you had to actually dig and make a case for. So I'm not surprised.
But the 2 is, especially with Rispoli's won how many races today? 2, 3, or something like that. You would see just the normal riding the hot jockey, kind of money, and we're not seeing that at all. I mean,
well, here's the thing. Let me ask you. I think Berlin Wall is the most talented horse in the race. I've made money on this horse. I really like this horse. Never been on turf. Is that a concern for you?
Yeah, that's why I was like, I mean,
I think practical jokes. I don't think turf.
No, I mean, I looked and I was like, well, let's look at the pedigree, and I was like, the damn no turf winners, and I was like, well, why are they doing? Like, what's the? And I mean, it's not like you would have. I mean, they planned for this, and it wasn't like the rain made them change because they're going to turf. So I was like, it was.
No, they because they're eligible to run, right?
Yeah,
they're going to say, oh, let's win another Calbred,
and it's
then
20K,
they got to face open after that,
and
right?
they're not, they don't have to risk for the claim, so they're like, you know what? Maybe we'll steal some money here, and if it doesn't work, whatever, we're back to dirt. But let's see. And I mean, I've not at this price level, but I've been part of some of those conversations where they go, well, let's melt the condition before we go up while we can.
Yeah, here's the thing, Ciaran. They started a new condition for Calbreds. So you could clear it on dirt, and you're still eligible on turf, right?
I forgot about
so
that.
You clear it on turf, which is what he's trying to do here. But this is a sprint. If he clears this, he can now route. He can do a Calbred route. He has 3 chances to be protected in the run against Calbreds and win before he has to go and face open company. I don't mind that. Like, you got to give these horses spots to win. Jerry, love you, brother. Thank you for watching Flawless Racing in the House. Hey, what's up with Code Duello, man? I got to do a Chappie show tomorrow. I got to talk about Code. Send me a text real quick. Yes, Racing Downwind 2, 3, and 6. 2 checks on the way, Berlin Wall, and no Irish Royalty, but Warm Sun and Brew. All right, good luck, RDW. And Cat ate my form. Yes, I'm working on clips. We're going to do a behind-the-scenes show. Like, remember Behind the Music on VH1?
Oh, actually, Frank, I meant to send you a video. There is a video where you can set it up like, how we're talking like this? Then we can set something up. You know how I was using my laptop for something? And you can kind of have the laptop there, open another window, and it shows the behind-the-scenes view of us doing the show on the show or something like that.
Is that through StreamYard?
Yes. So there's a lot of little interesting things we can do.
You get what you pay for. We just upgraded, ladies and gentlemen. We had to pay a lot more money when we joined our partnership with Santa Anita because now we're allowed to stream to up to 8 different locations. So right now we have 5. We have the Santa Anita YouTube channel, which has gotten us a lot of new viewers. So thank you for watching. We have the Double Trouble Live YouTube channel, as always. We have my X feed, which is when we started. We have Santa Anita's X feed, which is also very helpful. And now we also have Ciaran's X feed. So you can't escape us. We're everywhere. Don't try to run.
So Frank, we got 9 minutes. So number 6 in the next leg, who did you have? Because I think I used it on a ticket, but I thought the Papadramo horse, number 7, Ryan's Girl, and number 8. Like if I was forced in the next leg to single, and I think if you look at my double, I'm really all about the 7, 8 in this next leg for $30. So you want to see what did you have in that race?
I have this up here, right? So on my A spread ticket, I do have you said the 8, right?
7 and 8 are my top 2 picks in the next leg.
6, 7 are mine, but I did use your 8, but like my 5th choice. But I did use the 6 and the 7 are my top picks. If the 6 runs back to any of those races, I mean the 6 wins. But I don't know if the 6 is a horse anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
and the 7 is obvious. So
yeah,
we're on the same 7.
Yeah, my notes for the 6 were first start since April, risked for 8K, and the works were so slow. I was like, you know what I mean? Sometimes you talk about it, Frank, are the works like sneaky, but I was like,
too slow to be believed.
Yeah, but I mean,
well,
why are they dropping the horse in here for this?
Well, I'll tell you exactly why. Knapp knows this horse. Knapp used to train this horse. Lost the horse to Studi for 16. Studi got some good work out of the horse. Studi dropped for 16, and Knapp claimed for 16. Tried to move the horse up in class. No bueno. Something went wrong. He knows the horse is worth. He's cutting bait. He knows the horse is only worth 8. He wins, gets a claim. I mean, believe me, I said in my write-up, like, this is not the kind of horse you want to bet the farm on, even with the class drop. Very unreliable. But I felt like I had to use that horse along with the 7 as my A's.
But I mean, I thought the morning line was crazy on it. But I will say, my handicapping today. So race, I think it was race 2. Let me look back. There was one that raced. Oh yeah, single more. I think it was in race 2, and I think my notes on that one too were. Suspicious drop to this race. On paper dominates, but why here? And the horse ended up dominating. So the reason I'm saying that is my question mark for that horse in the next race kind of got answered by something similar that happened today as well. Like, why drop to where you were dropping? Well, they just want the win and be gone out of the stable, but get a win.
Well, let me blow your mind for a minute. So the 3 is the sizable favorite in this leg, right? So I'm looking at the probables 3 into the next race. You know who the favorite is, and a pretty strong one right now?
Who?
The 2.
2?
The Bill McLean horse, the 2.
The Demora horse. I mean, and that was on my spread ticket. And my notes for that, I mean, this is essentially what I said. Bad race, Misty Danner, Demora rides, trainer is 0 for 41. But then I went in capitals, jockey play in a bad race. And sometimes, you know, when I'm handicapping some of these races, I'll go, you know what? It's a really bad race. Why is this guy on this horse? I'll upgrade it just because of that. And more times than not, I'll actually catch a price that way.
You're absolutely right. Sometimes it is that simple. We talk about that at Del Mar, especially. Like, you can just look at the trainer leaderboard, the jockey leaderboard. Yeah, and if you're a newbie, you could do just fine. Jerry has a question. 9th, straight up country in the 9th. Missed the break for that's the Galvin horse.
Yep.
And my only concern there is I like the horses with a little more experience around 2 turns, but that horse can absolutely win.
And it was on a spread ticket, and I mean, when we get into the next leg, we're gonna have some options on what the will pays are, and I think we'll fire away in the next leg because there's a lot of question marks with that 10 getting in. I want to see who gets.
Depends on and it depends on if we're alive or not. On a Jerry, we're starting to. If you're playing the bet, put up your ticket, or at least tell us who you like in this. I know you handicapped it. It's a 6 furlong turf race. We got to get to that last race first. So we know racing downwind is 2-3-6. I can't believe the 2 is the heavy favorite in that next leg. I mean, I know that. Hold on. I know that last race looks really good from a speed figure perspective, but I think it was so flattered by the race flow and where this horse was on the Del Mar track. You needed to be wide. You needed to be wide at Del Mar, and this race had a very fast pace, and this horse just clunked up for second. But to Ciaran's point, the fact that DeMoro hops on, that is very significant.
Yes.
So let's see who else. Who is your top pick of the next race?
In the next race, my top pick is
a 7, right?
Is Ryan's Girl. And I mean, 2 months ago, this would not have been my top pick, but KK's on fire. Papa's 41%. I mean, Papa's dropping this horse to get paid. He essentially wins half the time when he does this. I actually thought that would be a toss if that was going to be the favorite, but I gave the 8 a big chance. I thought number 6 should not be 9-5. I thought it should be.
Can I interrupt you just for 1 second? I want to tell you the probables. So right now the 2 is the favorite at 14. Then your 7 is 16. Then the 8 is 20, and the 6 is 21. I think
Okay.
the 2 is going to drift up, and I think your 7 is going to go favored.
Yeah, I thought 7 would be favorite, and then like if they were going off at 7 goes off at 3-1, I thought 8 would go off at 7-2, and I thought 4 or 5-1 was a better price for the 6. But who knows?
Well, here, I'm going to put my pick 3 up real quick because if you look at the way I played it, Ciaran, I got to get out of here with my 5-3-6 because that gives me so much coverage in that next leg, which I think is very untrustworthy. Like you have a bunch of old mares with bad form on some of them. Like it just really, really do. But if I can get out with my 5-3-6, I also double up with my 6 and 7. So I got to get out of this leg.
Yes, as we do.
And if the 2 wins, I'm alive in my all turf, but I'm dead here. And then I could pivot into pick 5. And I'm sorry, in the late double. Why did you explain to people who may have just been joining us for the first time? These bets are not separate, isolated bets. They may seem that way, but they're not.
No, the way to approach especially this late low takeout pick 3 and double is you get to fire a little bit more. They're tied. Whatever happens in the first leg, if you're alive, you can come back and pressure bet on your sure things or spread if you're a little bit, you can also look at what the will pays are, into it and what the probable is out. And if you win the first leg, you could possibly skip it sometimes or press. They go hand in tandem. You might not have the information on the first leg of the pick 3 that you have in the second leg. Like you could have liked a long shot and he wins and he's paying so low that you need to come back now in the second leg with a different horse. So you get to use if they go in tandem. You can't bet one without the other, I think.
And the reason it works for these wagers is because we're getting such good value with the low takeout and the high minimum. So even if you spend a little extra money to cover yourself on horses, the payouts are so good that you can afford to do it. Here, perfect example. I know you joked Frank needs winners, blah, blah, blah. And you know what? Last show, I needed 2 winners that I didn't have. But because we were doing this show, I used 2 horses that I didn't really like based on buried money, based on your opinion, based on the DTL crew's opinion, and I ended up hitting and making money on the day. So
and then we hit our community bet twice as well, doing the same thing.
All right, Chris Babcock. Hey, good luck the rest of the way, my man. Very exciting. Niners, $9 pick 3. Love it. Gonna hit it 3 times. 6, 7, 8 with 2-4. Good job. And 2 basketball games. My God. Is there anything this man does not do? Do you also broadcast sumo wrestling? I mean, my goodness. I love it. That is awesome. And you know what? That makes us feel good because you're taking time out of your busy day to hop on with us clowns to talk strategy. So good luck the rest of the way. I'm rooting for the Niners. So 6, 7, 8 with 2-4. Are you going to leave the last leg as a mystery? See who you're alive to? All right, they're at the gate. They're opening the front gate for someone. We're going to mute in a second, give the race the respect it's due.
I'm gonna fire away in a bet here, Frank. I'm gonna do a trifecta. I'm gonna go do 2-5 in first, 2-3-4-5 in second, and 3-4-6 in third.
Hurry up.
$14.
Let's get our Irish royalty home, huh? You are the king. The horse was named after you.
I know. I mean, let's get it going. From your
lips
to God's ears, as they say.
You're up. What's so funny? Oh, yes, Irish royalty.
No comment.
See, that's the difference between me and you. You came up with Irish royalty because of your ego and you think it's named after you. I actually handicapped
No,
and came up with that. That was my top pick. If you look at my matrix, number one right there, 5. I know, Ciaran, you don't like anyone else to handicap, but
no, we both did it. I mean,
can I read what I said? Can I read a little handicap here? Irish royalty is winless in 8 tries on the Santa Anita turf, but some of those races came against tougher runners. He's been off since last April after being avoided claim at the 32K level. O'Neill brings him back for a reduced price and legs up his main man. Obviously, if he's right, he wins since he has races that would crush this field. Guess what? He crushed the field. You gonna play my Oscar walk-off music? Here, let's see if Ciaran had it in one of his bets.
I did.
Let me go to the all turf chapter. Oh yeah, look at this. Oh yeah, look at
blah 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 blah.
Ciaran, how is that horse 5-1? No one's paying attention. No one's paying attention.
I'm shocked. I mean,
how did the sophisticated gamblers miss that horse by a mile?
Not even that. How you like? If there's anything we've seen in Southern California racing, ride the streaks till the end. Like if there's these guys cannot lose right now. When it doesn't matter what's going on, O'Neill and this jockey are on fire. But it made perfect sense. I mean, you wrote the same thing I did when I went through.
Exactly. Right. It's not like we just picked it because of O'Neill and Aramillo. That was a cherry on top. We like the horse because we like the horse.
And then I had different reasons for liking it. I was like, the trainer owns it. I mean, I made a bunch of money off of this tandem of Ciaran and O'Neill, but then O'Neill claimed the horse off Glatt when Glatt was cold, you know what I mean? But then Glatt got hot. And one of the things people need to look at, I think, which is a little wrinkle, when you've got trainers or jockeys, or especially trainers, when a trainer is cold, many times it's because of the way the races are coming up and when they're using their inventory. And when a horse gets claimed off a trainer when he's hot and goes to a trainer or cold, goes to a trainer who's hot, and then he's got his hot guy on. I mean, even this thing had even more reasons. Like they claimed it for 40, dropped it into a 32K claimer.
Something went wrong.
The horse was voided. Then they dropped it into a 20K claimer right now. How much was this race for? I mean, they're walking away smiling and happy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, O'Neill's like, if someone takes the horse, someone takes the horse. But you know what?
If he doesn't, they'll find somewhere else. Yeah.
That last race was so bad, no one might touch the horse. You know, something clearly went wrong in that 32 because not only did the horse run poorly, but the horse was a void claim. And here's the thing. You look at this horse's form under Glatt. This horse was running in allowance races protected. Glatt knew there was an issue. He's like, I'm going to run this horse for sale. And the horse ran a decent third. O'Neill was like, well, I'll take the horse, see what happens. Didn't work out. To O'Neill's credit, he backed off. Last race was April. Comes back, freshened up. And here's what we talk about, Ciaran, all the time, because I want you to talk. I want you to explain this because you're the stat guy. But stats are only as good as the situation, right? What did you say about O'Neill off this kind of layoff?
Just
horrendous.
0 for 40 off a 6-month layoff. But then
both of us top pick in the race.
But he's winning everything under the sun, and his guy who's winning for him is on it. And then the other key thing with this horse as well, Frank, is he owned a piece of it. Like the horse is named under him. So, I mean, that's also a thing was, guys, you know what? We spent some money on this horse. We claimed him for this. You know, we're getting out, and I get the notch on a win. I get another win, you know? I mean, that's what it is.
You think someone claimed this horse, or do you think everyone was scared?
I would say this horse got claimed.
Yeah, I'm going to guess Steve Knapp.
I think this horse absolutely gets claimed. I think that the horse ran exactly like we thought. I mean, I would bet you, too, O'Neill's hoping that he gets his tag called as well because, you know, he probably put a tag in, too.
Oh, yeah, for somebody else, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting. I didn't even see who ran second and third.
6, and then 8 snuck ahead of the 4, unfortunately. The
Okay,
three
so no
was
bueno on your try.
the three was nowhere.
All right. Well, let's do a little. Is it official? Let's do a little recap before we look at some numbers.
And actually,
Now we're
you know
gonna have
what's
some decisions to make because we're live on everything.
And the great thing about that race, and we've actually talked about it before, and I think if there's a Santa Anita really listens, they place the races the perfect way, Frank, because how many people just got knocked out of this pick 3 that are now going to have to come back and fire at the double just because of what happened?
Yeah.
And
Did
that
Berlin
juices
Wall do
all the
anything?
Huh?
Did Berlin Wall do? It was an inquiry. Why?
'Cause
Hold
the
on.
horse
Stand
probably
by.
could.
You're looking at the. Get out of
Oh.
here.
You kidding me? What are they looking at?
The 5 may have crossed. I mean, the 5 did cross over, but I thought the 5 was clear. Well, I have the 6 too, but that would be terrible because we have a 5-1 that we both loved.
Yeah, and that's the one where I've got my $15, pick 3.
Yeah, I know. Well, you know what? Your luck has turned around, Ciaran. So let's hope you get the good luck of the Irish this time.
Well, I'll play my video now while we wait for good luck. Here,
The shadow of the San.
Oh wait, I have the pic. Oh, that's what it was, Frank. I was thinking it was a video when it wasn't.
No, it was a picture and a voiceover.
That's what it was. Yes, that's why I couldn't find it. So this was the picture we had, and this is what I created.
Gabriel Mountains, where champions are forged in fire and thunder. One name echoes across racing. From the claiming ranks rises a force no one saw coming. Unrelenting, unbreakable, defying every odd, every rival, every doubt. This winter at Santa Anita, the impossible becomes destiny. He is Ciaran, the king of the all-turf Pick 3.
No change. Woo!
Oh, now we brought our lucky video up. That's what worked.
Ciaran, when you're good, you got it back. See, all it took was to come back to Santa Anita. You like home. You're a creature. You like your creature comforts. Southern California is your jam. You can't be like me and go anywhere else and just crush it.
The thing is, over the years, this has been the bread and butter. But for contests, it's been so used to looking for prices because when you're playing contests, you are. But then sometimes when you actually go and gamble and handicap those other tracks, you still have that I can't bet a favorite mentality.
Here's the thing. I am an idiot because I believe people. Oh, I'm just typing. People want to know who won. Southern California is by far the hardest circuit for a horse player, by far, and it's not even close. Not even close. So you go to Oaklawn or Woodbine or any place else, it's like taking the training wheels off. You have such an advantage. But why would you play those other tracks when you can play Santa Anita and Del Mar? You know what I mean?
And we go all year round essentially, except for a handful of days. I mean, literally, what do we get? Like 5 or 6 rain delays in California every year. And people are like, oh, you wussies in California, no racing. I'm like, if you got the rain that we got, you wouldn't be doing.
Well, yeah, you know what? Look. All right, so we had to pivot with the rain, and now we got Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We got 5 days of racing. Like they're going to make up races, and wouldn't you rather have those races made up when the weather's good, so we have honest turf racing?
And we get turf racing. We're not all dirt. We've got a mixture of everything. We got the downhill. We got sprints on the turf. We got routing.
All right, here, let's go through the comments before we get serious. That was a great ride. He's on fire. That's your boy Hara. You're going to have to take him golfing, man. The result, the 5 Irish Royalty won. Irish Royalty. Didn't like the age of the horse. 6-year-old gelding. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I don't really concern myself too much with age in claiming races. But that's interesting.
I
Let us know why.
6-year-old.
Is that
I
part of
mean,
your game? Do you look at that at all, Ciaran?
not really. No, I mean, not an acclaimer. I mean,
It's not like the horse was 10.
no, it's. I mean,
6 is fine, right?
it's actually not a bad thing because people will go, well, I don't like a 6-year-old, but I'd be looking at it and go, this is a warrior. You know what I mean? It's 19 races, maybe. I mean,
5 wins. I mean, the horse is a racehorse.
yeah. I mean, he pays the bills, so why not?
Ah, Seamus, you skipped the wrong race.
Oh,
Here's the thing. Ciaran and I, we have different approaches, and we both come up with clever ideas, but oftentimes not the same horse. But when we come up with the same horse, who's a price, you have to include that horse in some way, shape, or form. This was both of our top picks. If you look at my order of preference, the 5, Ciaran talked about the horse ad nauseum, even before the sequence started. That was one of the horses you were talking about when we started the all turf. If they take no change.
so
One more
Frank,
comment and then we'll get serious. Do either of you use Equine Edge? This is a question for you. Equine Edge. Rock 704 would like to know about it.
I have started using it. I'm actually going to talk to Scotty to see if I can put some of his stuff on here. We kind of did it for one episode. I started using it in December.
I know one person who uses it to great success. Ocho, Jen Ochoa, who comes on the show every once in a while. Ocho loves Equine Edge. That's where she comes up with a lot of her long shots. Sometimes pedigree plays in maiden races or like top power pick or whatever. And I think they even now they suggest wagers for you based on the bet. So
I mean, I should have asked. I actually went and did his webinar this morning. I meant to ask him, do you mind? I'm doing Santa Anita's show today. Maybe I can show up. I'll send him an email. Maybe we can do something on Sunday's show.
He can come on the show if he wants,
It's like everything, like Race Lens as well. When I go through and handicap it, I'll handicap a race and I'll go, this is what I think the pace is going to be. I use it as to back up what I think, or if it shows something that's really like out of whack with what I think, I'm going to go back and look at it a little bit more. And sometimes it's like, it's one of those races. Maybe I'll go with that thing. You know what I mean? And that's usually, but if it backs up what I think is going to happen, I upgrades my horse in my head. I don't rely on it 100%. I just add it as something else to look at,
You're absolutely right.
Info out there. Use it all. I mean, go to Santa Anita's website. You got Frank's picks on there. You got mine on there. There's like a bunch of people. And even if we didn't have this show, if you read Frank's write-up and mine today, and you would have went, well, here's two different guys who love Irish royalty as their top pay. And you did not even look at that horse. That's a horse you got to throw in. You know what I mean? Somewhere on a bet. Just because we're looking at it. We see different reasons for it.
And we do the same thing on the show. There are horses that you come up with that I don't. A lot of times I'm like, I'm still not using the horse, but on Sunday I did, and it hit. And there are times the same thing with you and me, or sometimes someone in our audience will be like the 9 staking sneaky money or the pedigree here, blah, blah, blah. So we like to pivot. The tools I use, I'm still stubborn. I'm an old school racing guy, but I use Formulator because I take notes and I look at fractional times. That's my big thing. And I enjoy sitting down and just looking at the form. But then I supplement that with Optics EQ. I wish I was 20 years younger. I would just use Optics EQ exclusively because it is an amazing platform. It's got everything you could ever want. If you're interested in that, send me an email at scatoni@gmail. I can tell you more about that. But to Ciaran's point, we use these things mostly as complements and supplements to our fundamental handicapping.
And then, I mean, even like everyone has different speed numbers. Like I use Brisnet and Equibase, and the same race will have different speed figures and whatnot. And something that might jump out, and I found it for myself on one, PP is a lot different on the other. And I found that when they kind of complement each other, it's usually when I'm finding an edge like Irish royalty, and I'm like, oh, I'm going to get paid with this one. So there's a lot of info out there. don't be biased to any kind of info. Just use it all and just filter it yourself.
Yeah, if you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. Move on to the next one. Same thing Ciaran mentioned, handicap the handicappers. Read what's out there, read people's opinions. You might click with someone, or you might not. But
yeah, my dad would get a sheet of paper. I mean, it kind of looked like this, and he would go and look at all the handicappers, on Santa Anita or Del Mar's website, and he would go down and he'd like top three, and then he'd go through his thing and he'd like, all right, I'll add his in, I'll add his in.
And then he would just use my picks and he'd clean up. Perfect. Boom.
Yes.
Here, why not bet mix over equine edge? Well, here, caddy at my form, this is a good point. Like, we love Express Bet. We love, Santa Anita. Like, the same company owns all that stuff. I haven't really been that exposed to bet mix, so I don't know if they're marketing it
myself either. And I will admit, I've been a little biased towards everything, but AI is just taking over so much, and I think us old school people, like I'm an old school guy. I like to look at the forms, you know what I mean, and look at the PPs. I don't want some machine spitting it out. But the technology is getting so advanced right now that you're a fool not to give it a try, is what I think. So I mean, I'm trying other things. As we said in some other shows, Frank, if you're not learning something new, you're not advancing your game.
You got to quit. Yeah, you better leave because you're gonna get buried.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's all good information, Ciaran. And also, I'm no spring chicken anymore. There were days where I would love to just sit down with the form for 4 hours. Like, I didn't have to handicap that much, but I enjoyed it. Now I look at one race, I get to the 5th horse, and I'm like, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not that.
All right, we're at 12 minutes, Frank. Time to get serious. And
Jeff's like, come on, community ticket, guys, let's go.
So interesting. It's back and forth between the 7 and the 8. And the 6 is getting no love, even though.
Well, let's look at the will pays. Who's favored in the will pays? The 7.
Will pay
$28 to the 7.
7's paying 28, 43 to the 8, and then it goes up to 71 for the 6.
7's getting hammered in the double.
And the pick 3, 6 is the 59, and then
7 is the favorite in the pick 3.
42. 7, 42, 6 is 59, 8 is 62. And then the one that we talked about earlier, Frank, our sneaky one, the Demora one, the 2. I'm assuming, our buddy Larry, you know what he asked me earlier, Frank? And we got to remember it today. He was like, a lot of people end up getting shut off. So he's like, can you guys make sure you do it
early? Yeah. Well, we're doing it right now.
Before. So I'm
going to give you my 2 horses in this leg, 2 and 8.
2 and 8?
Yeah, because I don't really have those horses.
Okay, well, we're going to have to add the 7 because that's it. And let's see what sneaky. What do I have anything I could? Well, I guess we can look at the will pays. You're using the one I would have used, and I do not like the 6. So I think.
In which race? This race?
This race. So I think my horse that I want to use in here, Frank, is going to be the one we're going to see where we're getting good value into the next race. How's that?
Sounds good to me. Let's look. Right now, the 8-2 is favored at $43 in the double. Who's the 2?
I'm at 45. That's a lot lower than we've seen.
I just think we single the 2 in the next. That's our top pick by far, right?
Yeah, but we also both talked about the 10 getting in, changing up.
Oh, that's true. And the Glatt, but
yes. I think I'm okay. If Glatt beats me, I'm going to put it like this. If Glatt beats us on the bet today, Frank, I'll be okay because I will now come back and bet him all the time, if that makes sense. I liked the other ones a little bit more, but it might be that point where I go, all right, he beat me again. I'm definitely losing him every time.
This horse has had chances, and he's had chances when Glatt was good and bad, and this horse couldn't win when he was good. So the only thing is he's really good off the layoff. Yes. But I know you don't like to bet him when he uses Lascano.
No, I don't. I mean, nothing against him, and they do pop with some winners, but
no, sure.
It would be one of those things if he had, like his really go-to guy on. I'd be like, oh, if KK was riding that horse, I'd be like, this is, money time.
Yeah.
Or Rispoli.
Okay. I like that.
I will say
Jerry's got the 2, 6, 7, 8. He's all about the 9 in the next. We could throw in the 9. Do you have the 9 at all?
Oh, that's
That's
You know,
a Brendan
Jared, I mean,
Galvin horse, I believe.
I had him on a ticket, and I my notes for that one were what did I say here? I said bullet work, first start since October, and the jockey. And I mean, he's not just going to the way he's riding, Frank. My thought is, it's not going to be one of these things he only wins on O'Neill horses. You know, he's got a pep in his step. You know, other trainers are going to go, I want a piece of that. Let me put him on my.
Oh yeah,
one.
absolutely.
You know, he is the hot commodity right now.
I agree with you. It doesn't matter that he's not on O'Neill.
Now, the interesting one here, Frank, is there's a first timer in this race that I didn't really look at all. Vron Bayou, the 5, but KK's riding it, and you know that's why I ended up. I mean, I used the Glatt kind of in some tickets, the Carla Gaines horse, and she.
Yeah, I can't bet her first out.
Yeah, on turf, her numbers are horrible, but you know, KK probably would have ridden the Glatt if it was anything. Maybe, I don't know.
Let me look at the imputed odds real quick, just so we know who's taking the money in the imputed odds on optics. The 2 is 2-1. The 4 is 7-2. Then the 9, 6-1, betting half in the double. We have to use the 9 in our double.
9, all right.
And then the 10 is 8-1.
So we're
those
using the
those
9.
are the only single digit ones. Everyone else is double digits.
So we're using the 9 and the 10 for sure in the next
For
leg.
sure. And then, I mean, I think we're both covered to the 2. I don't think we need to use the 2. Do you have are you alive to the 4 in any capacity?
I have, let me see. I'm looking here. I've got the 4. No, I do not have the 4. I ended up using, I had originally had the 4, and I actually have a bet here where I was probably going to do a probable bet, but I didn't do it. I only spent $80 on my ticket. It was 2-6 with 2 and 7-8 with 2.
Well, I'm going to leave it up to you if you want to use the 4, but I got the impression that you wanted to beat the Glatt in the next race. And here's the thing, Ciaran. The 2 is like an A+ for us. Like,
yeah,
we both love the 2. So I don't want to spend a lot of money trying to beat the 2. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm thinking maybe we just do, I mean, what's the 2 into the 2 into the 2 is paying $109, Frank. Why don't we do a $10 double 2 into 2? That's $10, and it's paying us $200. What do you think about that, just to start?
I like that. And then what about the 8? 8-2.
So we're going to do a $10 double, 2 with 2. And that's just $10. And you want to know what? The 8 with what? 8 with 2?
The 8 was taking money too.
8 with 2 is paying $42.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather do more spread coverage here to the horse we love in the next than cover our butts in the last leg, because we could always bet to win on the 9, you know. So
we could do a $20 double, 7-8 with the 2. They're both paying $42.
Well, we already have the 8, so you want to do $20 double, 7-8 with 2, and I'll cancel that one. $20 double. So let me look. I have an idea. Let me just see who my top picks are here real quick. Uh, 2, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm okay that you don't want to use the 6. I don't think the 6 is taking the kind of money I want. So, and I'm covered with the 6. So I like the 7. Yeah. How about this? No. We'll do $30 double.
Now we did, you know which horse we did talk about earlier, Frank, when we were doing the all turf? We both agreed on a Diego horse on turf, and we talked extensively how I liked it, and I was making fun of it. You usually don't like him, and you liked it.
I like the third best.
Yeah, Island Paradise. We probably have to do something using that horse, I think.
So okay, hold on. So $5 double.
And
look at 278, 278 with the 4. No, the 3. Sorry, 278 with the 3. What's the lowest?
278 with the 3. 2 with the 3 is 384. 264. 301.
You do those for $5. You do those for $5.
So I mean that's $15 bet, and we've got, you know, it pays for the day, if you know what I mean. So 278 with 3 is $15. So right now our 2 bets are, Frank, a $10 double, 2 with 2, $10. a $5 double, 278
Can
with
you
3.
hold on 1 second, Ciaran, because I want to type it in. Hold on. Okay, DTL crew. I'm sorry, $10 double.
2 with 2.
Yep.
Then we've got a $5 double, 278 with 3. $15 total.
But we also need to do
Then I was thinking,
278 with 2.
what's that?
The 2's our top pick. We need the 278 with the 2.
Yes, so 278 with 2. And the lowest pay on 278 with 2 is 97. Oh, 7 with 238. So we could probably, the fact that we've only spent $25, Frank, this could be one where we do
Here, I got the numbers. Hold on. I'm going to show you real quick, and then you can decide
all right.
if you agree. So here, let me just add it. And you
All
read
right.
off $10 double 2 with 2. I'm fine with that.
Correct.
Then our saver to the 3, 278. Our top picks in here to the potential upsetter in the next.
Correct.
Then I came back into the $10 double 278 with the 2, and then a $20 double 7 with the 2, because those are our A's. Does that make sense? So we would
Okay.
have the 7-2 for $30.
Now, people who aren't doing this bet, there's a bet that we would probably do that we both like the 10 in the last race. So consider that when you're looking at your bet.
Oh yeah, we need 278 with 10 also. Sorry. Let me edit that. And what's the lowest pay? 278 with 10. Good call.
278 with 10. 2 with 10, 395, 135, the 7. I mean, it's still pretty good for.
Let's just do it.
All right, so I'm going to that OTB. Tell me what you want. So we're going to do the first bet is going to be double.
$10 double 2 with 2.
All right, double $10. 2 with 2. Okay, next bet.
$5 double 278 with 3.
Double 278 with 3. All right, $15. All right, next.
$10 double 278 with 2.
Double 10 2 7 8 with 2. Okay, that's $30.
But I think we should do it. I think we should do like a $50 double 7-2. I mean, whack it. That's our top pick. You said it's paying $38. I mean, we'd have it 10 times. I mean,
Yeah, let's whack it. All right, double. $50 double.
7-2.
7-2. And
So
that's
I'm gonna edit
paying.
that. And then the
All right.
last one is we got to save with the 10. The last one is a $5 double 278 with 10.
And for people who are just watching it for the first time on Santa Anita, we've got some horses we really like, but because this is a live gambling show and not done 3 days earlier, we're looking at the tote board and seeing where we can actually make some money using horses we like with long shots and back and forth. And the pays are, we're structuring it where even if we hit the chalk, we get paid. And if we hit a long shot, we really get paid.
Yeah, you want to weight your bets based on your opinions. Ciaran loves the 7 in here, and we both love the 2 in the next. The 7 is an A for me, so that's why we're doing it for $50. Because if we're right, we got to get paid.
And the 7 with 2 right now for $5 is paying $34. We'll get it $340, and
They're
then
off.
we'll also get paid on our other bets as well.
Good luck, everybody. Let's go, 7.
that was a sweat. I was like, not another one.
I'll tell you right now, Kimura must have hit the gym or has a new personal trainer or something because he can finish now.
No, he is riding
Maybe.
fantastic. And
But
we're getting prices on his rise. Like you gotta. I would say.
Here's the thing: he was getting out finished in a lot of close races when he first came here. He's a good rider. Don't get me wrong.
Oh no,
he's getting out finished. He willed that horse. He carried that horse to victory.
I was cold on Kimura for the longest time, but you know Frank too. My only Grade 1 victory owning a horse, Kimura rode the horse.
And that's why they downgraded it to a Grade 2.
Yeah.
No, Ciaran won a Grade 1. He won the freaking Frankie Kilroe. Do you know how prestigious and hard it is to win a freaking Grade 1?
Yeah,
and he won it at a mile. It's not even his distance.
And you know what the story is? That is the only race Gold Phoenix has had that I was not there live because I was at the Kentucky Derby because he was supposed to race there. And he raced so bad beforehand, Phil decided we're just going to race him out of the barn. We're not going to ship him. And I was already there. And then, long story short, we were in a suite with a bunch of high rollers and everyone got destroyed and they're all ready to go for the bus. And I was like, hey, my horse is racing up here. We should bet him. I think he was like 5-1 or not. I was like, it'll make your day.
Everybody, including me, said it was a prep.
And
it was a mile race, Ciaran. He's not supposed to win that race. That was awesome. Terry bet because she was making fun of me. She's like, how could you not bet Ciaran's horse? I said, this is a prep. There's no shot. It's a no shot.
Does anyone know who's watching? And sometimes it makes a difference. Does Kimura have a new agent? Because I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I would genuinely like to know. Or he's just someone just said, go back and watch your races. You're doing, or people don't realize a lot of the jockeys talk to each other, and even though they're competing for the same horses, they will go, you're doing this wrong. You should do this, or look at what you did the last race. And it sounds like someone has been in his ear, and just the slight adjustment has been fantastic for him.
I'll ask Tom, or we can look at. Sometimes the condition book tells you who his agent is. I don't think there's anything different except for one thing, and I'll get to that in a second. If you remember over the summer, I got so frustrated because every clever live horse that I came up, he was riding.
Yes.
And he would never second, third, drive me nuts. So he's been on live horses. His agent, he's hungry, or he's working out, or he's doing something different.
Yes,
because that is not the same jockey we saw a year ago. He was pumping away. He looked strong there.
Yeah, I was saying, if I was to rate the jockeys right now at Santa Anita and who you have to pay attention to, it's really close, but I will give the edge to Rispoli. Jaramello is second, kind of tied with KK. And the dudes who are upcoming, I would say Frey is just not getting the mounts, but he's riding great. These are the things when you're looking at it, you can make some money. And like Frank says, get on the trend before everyone does, because it's going to get to the point where no matter, he's going to be riding a donkey and the horse is going to get hammered because everyone's betting Kimura can't lose.
Well, I will say, JJ's title is not as secure as it used to be. Let's put it that way.
Correct.
And don't forget the guy who gave him a run for his money at Del Mar is out with a broken foot. Freysu. This colony is as good as it's been in a very long time. I mean, it's not Stevens, McCarron, Delahousse, Nakatani.
No, but
it's way better than it was 5-6 years ago. I'll tell you that right now.
People are like, well, Pratt went to Aqueduct. Well, look at the racing out there. I think the racing out here is fantastic. And we're starting to see jockeys coming in here. We're seeing jockeys from overseas coming in. We're seeing the Florida jockeys. If they'll get mounts, they'll come out here. It's very competitive out here.
There was a time where, before Pratt, Bejarano, every race he'd win at 3-5. Every race.
Yes.
Then Pratt comes along every race, and I'm not good for them, but it's not a good gambling product, right? Because everybody and their brothers on Pratt on the 3 to 5 shot. And then JJ kind of took that role, not as pronounced. He wasn't like his horses are not bet as heavily, but I'll tell you right now, he's not top dog. He's got a fight to hold his position now.
Hey,
there
Frank,
are some really good, hungry jockeys in this colony.
guess who took all the early money on Racing Down Wins? Is probably talking smack in the comments. I didn't look.
Why?
Number 9,
like these horses?
Straight On Countries. Got all.
Oh yeah, that's Jerry's horse too, Jerry Wessel. Yeah,
Got-
we have it. We did we play the 9? Oh no, we didn't play the 9 in the
We
community.
did not.
I wrote down 9-10. How did we not play it? Well, that's a mistake. Let's check out the will pays, ladies and gentlemen.
So I'm looking at the double right now. The favorite is 2 at 34.50. So it got hammered quite a bit. Number 4 at 46. Not a surprise, the Glad horse. And then we actually start going higher. The next highest, 9 at 117. 10 got some good play, 152. And then we start going up.
Here's the thing: like the 9 can absolutely win. I'm gonna drop some knowledge on you folks out here. This is an absolute international trip horse, right? The horse broke from the rail in a 10-horse field, broke last. Was 10 by 11 lengths, 9 by 7.5, 9 by 11, and then actually showed some nice late interest and finished 6th, kind of split the field, beaten 6 lengths. Here's the thing. You have to take horses like this with a grain of salt because the race flow favored horses from off the pace. All right? This horse's run was flattered. A lot of times you see these horses who broke slowly and made up ground. It looked, oh, well, with a sharp break, he's going to be awesome. Well, you know what? He might not come home in 11 and 2 if he breaks alertly. He might be up on the pace and get tired. So I give the horse a shot. I actually made the horse a C. I said nice things, but I like the horses with experience. I mean, hard to be. I mean,
I'm the same. I had the horse on a backup ticket. Like if I'd won my spread ticket, on the all turf, I'd be sitting pretty because I'd had that one too. But
I will say this though, in the heat of the moment, we messed up. We talked about playing that horse on the community ticket. I even wrote down 287 with 910. And then somehow we got off it. But
I will say though, Frank, I think our chalk in here, the 2. I mean,
the nuts. This horse is the nuts.
I mean,
yeah, talk about a hot trainer. Yeah,
even if
been on fire.
Even if you wanted another upgrade for this horse, the first 2 races were ridden by Kimura, but the last race on turf, the last race on turf was when Kimura wasn't riding as well, and the horse lost by less than 2 lengths as well, coming late. And like I said earlier, one of the angles I really love is when Rispoli hops on a turf horse and almost wins and then rides back, especially when it closes. I'm like, yeah, that's always an upgrade for me, especially in a race like this race. I think is a lot easier than the one he raced on before.
Here, Ciaran, I got an interesting note, and I hope Tom is able to get down to the paddock and tweet for this race, because in this horse's debut, we have a note. Tom and I, we keep our notes together. TQ watch based on looks. He loved the way this horse looked in that debut race.
And that's half the battle.
And the horse ran really well, right? So it comes back. They ran this horse in a stakes race on dirt. Didn't, just ran evenly, whatever. But they thought enough of this horse to run the horse as a maiden in the King Glorious. Okay, didn't work out. Something went wrong. He's off almost a year. He comes back, and he runs another really good second. Probably a little short. Lost to Warm Sun and Brew, who ran second in the previous race, in race 7. And now Yaktine, I mean, come on. Rispoli sticks around.
Yeah.
Yaktine is on fire. He's pointing to this meet.
And even the money we're seeing coming into the pools, Frank, over 50% of it is place. So that's not like people are hedging their bets, if on the 9, and it's almost $8K to win on the 2 and $1,700 to place. So, and the show money.
Say it again.
So on the 9, 5,700 to win, 2,900 to place, 1,400 to show. That's punters hedging their bet, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's still early though. Let's wait a little bit on that.
But even now, so on the number 2, almost 8,000 to win, 1,800 to place, 500 to show. That's people going, yeah, the 2's the real deal. That's how I look at the board. Early.
I'm with you. I like the way you're interpreting the numbers. I agree 100%. But there's still a lot of time left. So can we pivot and look at the will pays? Because you know how sometimes the pick 5. The pick 5 is a little sneaky. So we'll start with the double. As Ciaran said, the 34 and 46, the 2 and the 4.
Yep.
And then the 9, 117. Now go to the pick 3 if you don't mind.
Pick 3, the 2 is 131. The 4 is 149. I mean, we're both not surprised that the Glad horse is getting the action it is. Yeah. And the 9 jumps up to 402.
Yeah. That's
what tells us, like, yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, the pick 3 money is more sophisticated.
Correct.
Because the big money bettors can hide their money in the pick 3 because we can't see the combos. We can see the double combos.
And even the pick 4, Frank, the pick 4 to the 2 is 69.60. The 4 got 68.60. Again,
our favorite.
Yeah, it got $1 more. I'm not surprised. I mean, we talked about it. I mean,
I don't trust that pool as much though because it's the 50 cents.
But then the 9,
everybody used the top 2 choices.
And the 9 is 216. Now let's go to the pick 5. Number 2 is paying 337. Number 4 is paying 372, and number 9 is paying 1350. So, as we've done on this show, the 2 is a legit, like across the board.
Yeah, but the 4 is a very close second choice.
Yes.
And the 9 is the third choice, but not like a strong one, like by default.
No. Yeah, that was people like, that was probably gamblers going, I need, some back. Actually, you know who's getting more money than the 9? The 6 in the pick 5 at 1,300.
Ooh.
1,303. So the 6
I did not have the 6.
I did not have the 6.
I had the 6 as a team. That would not be nice.
But I mean, Mullins, when he's going from maiden claiming to maiden, is 0 for 8 and lost by a head at this distance.
Double layoff line. I don't know, but Mullins is on fire. Very interesting, Ciaran. That's very sneaky.
That's a horse now. If you guys, those of you who do trifectas and exactas, that's a horse now that you got to not toss when you're trying to do your matrix of different bets. I think you got to use that horse now.
Someone is alive to multiple tickets to that horse in the pick 5 because the horse is not bet in the double pick 3 or pick 4. I mean, it's bet according to the odds, but that's unbelievable that it's lower than the 9 who's taking money in the double, the pick 3, and the pick 4. How about this carryover?
Really?
Wow. The 7 pays 4 of 6. The 1 pays 4 of 6.
We have seen. Look at
we
earlier.
Didn't see anything crazy, did we?
You were clowning on me earlier, but we're seeing some carryovers that we like. When was the last time? I don't know. Someone's probably going to pipe up. We saw a carryover on a pick 3, and I was thinking,
no, we didn't see a carryover. We saw
like a
potential 2 of 3 payout.
Yeah, like when do we see that? Like, that is a rare thing.
All right, let me run through the comments. I know you hate this because you like the limelight, but here we go.
I'm going to go make some
more your community ticket. I'll put it up again in a little bit, but we messed up and didn't use the 9 in our doubles. So if the 9 drifts, we might do a saver win bet. We'll see. John, read the form for major news. That would be on page 2. Right, that's why they can get a tax break because that makes them a newspaper actually because they report the news. ROC70, thank you for the insight. Got into horse only a year ago and that knowledgeable. Awesome. Absolutely love it. Yeah, well, you know what? It's there's a steep learning curve. But feel like the space is missing in intermediate class. Well, if you're in the Southern California area at Del Mar, I host a handicapping seminar that is geared to the intermediate player. It's on track and also streamed on my Twitter feed, Ask a Tony Short Shot. Ciaran and I are very accessible. We've both taught the newcomer seminar. We like nothing more than to introduce people to horse racing. Those who show an interest, we will go all in with you. So, Ciaran, what's your email? I'm going to put your email up.
I'll put it in the comments too. California
Yeah, put it in the comments.
at gmail.com.
You can email us anything. CaliforniaPick4 at Gmail, Scatoni Racing at Gmail. If you're at Del Mar or Santa Anita, let us know. We'll help you out.
Actually,
there's some good books out there too. So email me and I'll hook you up.
And we're not doing a show tomorrow because it's a long weekend. We're going to come back on Sunday and then holiday Monday. But if they shoot me an email and just do Double Trouble Live, I've already handicapped the weekend, so I'll shoot them all out the picks for the weekend too.
There you go. Yeah, we're not doing a show tomorrow, but of the two of us, I, Frank Scatoni, was invited to do the official live stream of Santa Anita's late pick 5 analysis for Saturday's card. We will go live with Jeff Chapman, and Timo DeCola, and yours truly tomorrow. I'll tweet it out.
I'm giving you the claps, but I need to get louder claps because I have a better one.
What shows are you doing tomorrow? Really?
Yeah. I'm doing no shows tomorrow. I'm going to relax, and I need to come up with a funny name. King Ciaran, and then can we do comments on that?
That's a funny name. I called you King Ciaran. Get something better, man.
Can we do comments on that show? Is it live tomorrow? And is it on the Santa Anita website?
It's on the Santa Anita feed.
All
right. Let me roll through the comments and we'll get serious. 9 minutes. 6 in this race is colder than Greenland, except in the pick 5. I know this is MH. Love you, brother. 9 taking a little love. Yes, 9 taking a lot of love. Hoover gave out as his single. Yeah, a lot of people love the 9, and I get it. But I've seen horses like that were flattered by the race shape and the fact that they broke slow and come back and just not fire. But tough post, could win, whatever. 9 thought the 3 was interesting, but has not bet that hard. Yeah, the 3 is our third choice. We have some doubles going to the 3. Thank you for joining us, Pink Derby Hat. Hope to see you soon. Babcock, useless information. Hey, if our 2 comes in, it will be happy days for weeks. Ciaran and I have the 2 6 ways to Sunday. Thanks, Chris. That's a funny little tidbit. That's what the show's about. Hey, Carlos. I like that you just slide in at the very end. You wait for us to get a little tipsy. That's a little Maker's Mark. This is a little iced tea Rockstar caffeine situation to get us through the rest. Are you alive to anything, Carlos? If so, let us know. James White, thank you. 5-6 to the all. You did not have the 7, so I'm sorry. That's not a winner. But you could always bet your horse here. 8-7-2. All right, Devon. Let us know. Let us know where you're playing. You do exacta, tries, win bets. Ooh, look at this. 7 with 2. $80. We only did 50. We're gonna have to turn our gambling card in, Ciaran. And then he has a saver with 7. He's got the savers with the 9-10. See, he was smart. He heard us talk about the 9.
Yeah, we talked about it, and then we ended up. You know what messed it up, and I'm okay with it. We were talking about pressing our 7 with our top choice, which is why we ended up forgetting about the other one.
You know what, Ciaran? That's the right thing to do. I'd rather have more money on our top choice than a $5 double on our saver.
If we just done that $5, we'd be looking at on the double
like $300,
$117 versus
how much?
$117 for our 5, which would have covered our other gamble bets versus us having the 2 10 times for $340. So we messed up when we did our bet, but I'm okay with the mess up.
Yeah, I mean, we probably would have only played it for $5, and we
wouldn't have played
our money back.
Yeah, because we were hammering the other one.
You're right. That's exactly what happened. But you're right, and I am okay with it because that's our top pick. Carlos. Oh, Brian Beach is Kimura's agent. Hey, Carlos, do you know if Brian's been his agent for a while, or is this kind of a new thing? And what's your opinion? I think KK's riding lights out, and it's not because he's more tactical or anything. He's always been a really good jockey. He's very smart.
he's
I
just
just think
on
he's a
now.
lot stronger. He knows how to finish races now.
Yeah, he's just on now. I mean, you know what's probably going to happen? We're going to hear something like, well, he stopped eating sugar or he started doing some different kind of work. I mean, people don't realize it's all about the upper body strength these guys need, you know?
No, he's like, screw Double Trouble. You're talking smack about me?
Talk
Are you
smack.
kidding me? I'm going to bury them. Now we only say nice things.
No.
And again, we do not jockey bash on this. So
Oh, no.
everything we talk about is from a handicapping perspective.
You gotta hop on the guys who are hot and hop off the guys who are cold. I mean, we would not. I mean, for the last 6 months, you couldn't pay me to do a bet on Glatt or O'Neill. And now any horse they have in any race, even if it has 3 legs, I'm betting that horse now. I mean, you just go with the streaks.
So Jeff is alive to the 2-3. Nice. Come on, 3, 2, 9, 10. Good coverage. Here's interesting. Let's talk pace. Wesselo, who's one of the best to ever do it. We love Jerry. If the 9 isn't on the lead, I'll be disappointed. Well, did you watch that gate work? Did the horse brake sharply? What if the horse brakes slow again? Sure, a stretch out sprinter should be forwardly placed. Will Aramillo ride aggressively? There is other speed in here.
Oh, so Frank,
He wants the horse to win wire to wire.
You know what we forgot to talk about? We forgot to talk about the will pays on the all turf pick 3.
You're right, we didn't.
So who are you alive to?
Well, let's start with who am I not alive to?
Yeah, I guess I forgot who won. That's been so many hours ago. Let me see who won the last.
I know. I'm actually going
number
back.
1. Okay,
One,
so the tickets with the 1. 1
and
5.
then the middle. Who was the middle leg?
5. So 1 5 tickets.
I'm alive to the 2, 4, 3. No, I'm alive to the 2. Just the 2 and the 4.
I'm alive to 2, 3, 10. All right. I'm alive to 2, 3 for $9. So I'm alive to it 3 times.
Very smart, Karen. The reason I didn't do that 10 is because I knew we would be playing the 10 and the double.
Yeah.
But that's a good pivot when that horse got in. And then what about the late pick 3?
Well, so it's paying $226 to the 2, $765 for the 3. Oh, that'll be 2 stacks if I get the 3 home. And the 10 is $807. That's not too shabby. And then you were saying what, the pick 3?
I don't know what I did here. I messed up this bet too. 5-1. I came back and played a saver. My top picks 5-1, then a 2, which I think was a B, and I added the 3 there. Why don't I have the 3 with my A's?
You didn't use
faux pas.
I think the Irish Royalty is the one that did you in, yeah?
No, I had Irish Royalty.
So then what did you have in the
No,
first
I'm
round?
alive to the top line, but I don't know why I don't have the 3 there. I have the 3 on my backup ticket. Well, whatever.
You've got on the pick 3, though.
Third best.
You've got on the pick 3, and that's one of those things where combining a bunch of different bets, and they all kind of go hand in hand. And at least, I mean, I never played the all turf until this season, and I'm starting to love it because
we love turf racing.
I love well, aside from that, but the other thing is too, and when we first talked about it in the first show we did for Santa Anita, we were like, I got to see a few days go by so I can see what the average pay is and what I can fire away with. And before the last race, I was talking about how some of my trainer friends and owner friends were like, so what's your ROI on this stuff? And I was like, since we started doing the all turf for our show, the low takeouts for our show, I was like, I'm comfortable doing $150 or less on every one of these bets because more times than not, I'll break even or have a chance at a huge pay. And even like the lowest pay on this all turf is $226 for $3. I love those pays. Like they're great pays.
I know why I didn't do the 3 in that all turf with my A's because I used that horse in my late pick 3. So I am alive. I will hit the late pick 3 if the 3 wins. And I will hit everything if the 2 wins, we hit everything. And if the 4 wins, I hit the all turf.
Oh, do we have time to do the Santa Anita trifecta thing? We've got 3 minutes. Can we do?
We can look at some stuff here. But you know what? Before we do that, because I don't think we'll play a try. I'm more interested in doing some tote analysis. Can
All
you
right.
humor me for a minute?
What do you want to know?
Do you think the win money on the 9 at 7-2, do you think that is sophisticated money making up for not having this horse in the pick 5 as much?
If there was less money on the show and the place, maybe I'm okay. If I've had,
Well, what is it? Can you tell me?
we got
On the 9.
13-9 for win, or 15-4 for the win. So the cutoff money just came in. 15-5, 5,600, 2,100.
So what does that tell you? It's a third. It's a third. The place to win is a third.
It's literally the number 2 is 25,000, 7,000, 6,000. Number 4 is 15-4 and 1,800.
Oh, that's big. That's a winner off the board. Only 1,800.
Yeah, that's the 4 is the sneaky one here. Like I like to see, like when they're betting that money, they're like,
just betting that horse to win.
I'm going to win or I'm going to go down in flames. The 9 is one like, well, I think it has a chance, but I'm going to hedge the bet a little. That's why.
All right, Ciaran, they're at the gate. Anyone but the 9, because we messed up our.
Yeah.
We're supposed to be teaching real time strategy.
But how many times have we hit one of the bets, but we tossed it when we were doing our late double? You know.
Let's get this 2 home. Strongest opinion of the day, by the way.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Let's go to stumbled. Sure. All right. Mute. Jerry's a genius.
No commento.
Well, look. We did everything but bet the horse. We're idiots. Yep. How about Wessela? Look at this guy.
Oh, that guy's on fire.
Wire to wire. If the 9 isn't on the lead, I'll be disappointed.
Oh.
Well, I assume you're not disappointed. In fact, you're probably ecstatic. Good job, Jer. I thought that. I mean, the 2 had the measure of this.
I had it every way to Sunday. That first leg crushed all my other bets. You know what I mean, Frank? Like that losing with the 3. You know, if
What?
I'm thinking of something else.
No, we were alive to everything, Ciaran. This is the third. Like we hit on Sunday, but we've done 3 shows and we've missed the last leg for stacks 3 times.
Oh, that's right.
Can I just read what I said? Because I like to process. Straight Up Country was no match for Big Bill back in October when he broke slowly from the rail. The 6-furlong turf sprint almost split the field. That said, he tried hard to the wire, and his come-home time was respectable for a debut runner. Seemingly, he should appreciate some added ground the way he finished up last time, but I prefer those with a bit more experience in this spot. Look for him next time. Nope. Wah, wah.
Oh. And you know what my comments were? Jarrett, bullet work.
Yeah, we were supposed to bet him. I wrote it down. 287 with 910.
But I mean,
are you sure we didn't bet it? You might have just snuck it in.
No,
there.
we did not bet it because we you wanted to press the 7 into the 2, our sure thing. So we didn't.
I know.
But I mean, it was only 117, and we only would have done $5 because we were betting 7 into.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I mean, we talked about it.
Well, look, because we talked about it, everybody hit. How about this? Chris Babcock. Thanks for the 9. Why did he bet the 9?
We talked about it.
I know. I want to put that back up, though. I played the 9 because you guys brought it.
Well, no, Frank, so we're horrible at doing our like and subscribe. You know, we keep forgetting. We have our show sponsor that we forgot to put on the last time. Like, we actually have a sponsor for the show. If you see me around the track, JD Custom Suits.
You know what? Can you play? Do you have the video, the narrow one of just the players? Not the big promo one, the narrow one. That one's awesome.
If I still have
they're both awesome, but I like that one because it's got the Aztecs, the SCSU Aztecs.
Yeah, I'll see.
Which, by the way, Ciaran, have they lost since we went to the game?
No, but they've been scoring. They've been winning by a better margin than when you're there. You come to a game, triple overtime. The other games, they win by 20.
Yeah, but that was the first triple overtime victory in the history of the freaking school. I had to make them get after it. They had to want it. Now they want it. What are they, like 4-0 since
Style never goes out of season.
You're muted. You're muted. Amateur.
We're on Santa Anita's feed. We got like our first sponsor. We're always looking for other sponsors. Let us know. I mean,
yeah, well, someone was supposed to get us a bourbon sponsor, a beer sponsor.
Hey, so I thought the horse would bring us luck again, Frank, but he didn't today, unfortunately.
Well, it did. You know what? It did, but it didn't. We didn't win, but we weren't going to win big anyway.
No,
but you know what? Our crew won. Not only did our crew won, but we had Jerry Wesselo, one of the owners of Brando the Bartender, only one of the best Calbreds to ever do it. He's now at Old Friends Farm. He is in our chat dropping knowledge.
Oh, you know what the pick 3 paid, Frank? $402. Boom shakalaka. I'll take that.
Yeah, but you know what? It should have been more. 12-1. The horse is the morning line. We'll do our little exercise, but let me roll through the rest of the comments. Pick 6. You think Irish Royalty blew up the tickets? Was that the longest price?
No. Well, we thought he went off at 5-1. I really think that's the one that blew up the tickets. Yes.
Well, what race did it start? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, it started in race 4, right?
No, this is just
$34 horse.
The late pick 3 paid.
No, I'm talking about the pick 6.
Oh, the pick 6. What did that pay? Oh, it paid.
Chris is saying that Irish Royalty was the one, but you know what, Chris? It started in race 4. $34
race 4 was. Yeah,
then a $7 horse, then a 4.
Yeah, and you know who won that one? It was an O'Neill horse with Frey on it. O'Neill is winning everything under the sun, but it's not just that. It was O'Neill with Frey.
And you know what?
This is a jockey we talked about.
Jaramillo is winning for other trainers.
Yes.
As we just saw, he's winning for Brendan Galvin.
Like we talked about the jockeys you got to watch. I mean, Frey, he starts getting rides. He's riding fantastic. We already know Jaramillo is just blowing the toad up. Rispoli, the horse didn't have it. I'm shocked. Where did the 10 finish? The 10 was nowhere, right, on this last race?
10 was there. How about the 4? Big Bill.
The 4 was nowhere either. The Glad horse.
Nothing.
Nowhere.
And you were right. You said I use the horse as an A, even though I like the 2 the best. And the 3 also. 2, 4, 3. That was it. You said I'm not. You know, if Glatt beats me, he beats me. But this horse has done nothing that I want. I've seen nothing from this horse that I want to bet him in this spot. So you saved money. You really saved money. Let me go here. What is this? Generous guy, Ciaran. You did that for me, man. We killed it one day. Well, you know, we do take tips. There's the little upper left QR code. Tips. Ciaran's bar tab is like you've never seen before. So
2 shows. I'm already almost through my horse bottle.
And that's bourbon, right? Because you're usually a rye guy.
No, I'm usually cognac, but I switched to
Oh,
this one. I was
cognac.
like,
That's what I meant, cognac.
I needed some luck, so we brought the horse on the show.
Well, we're going to do what we usually do, but first of all, I want to thank everybody who watched. We still got a really good turnout, even though I scheduled the show for Friday. A lot of people watching on the Santa Anita X feed. A lot of people watching on my feed. I appreciate it. Ciaran's got a little work to do. His X presence is kind of lame.
I tossed it. I was really active on it for years, and then tossed it till we started doing the show. So I'm behind on that.
Well, how do we work on that? Anyone got any suggestions? Give away tickets to an Aztec game or something?
Yeah, we'll see.
I really don't know how I have that many followers. I have no idea why.
You're the OG. Your followers are actually horse players who tune into the show versus no comment.
Yes, and I'm very careful about who I allow to follow me because there are so many OnlyFans girls out there dying to learn about horse racing. Who? I'm kidding. It's all the
hang on.
bots. You got to get rid of the bots.
I have where. There we go. No.
All right.
I need to add
We got to get to 500 YouTube subscribers. Ciaran, how many followers do you have on X? Let's get a goal target for you. DTL crew, come on.
I think I have 1,100 or so.
Let's get you to 1,500.
All right.
What do you say?
Well, actually, you know what I'd like if we got to 500 before. I mean, if we don't get to 500 before February 14th, and then we get there, we'll fire away a bet on Gold Phoenix in that big race. We'll do some live handicapping with some real money.
I don't have a say in that.
Well,
What if Formidable Man's in the race?
Well, he can run second. We can do an exacta.
Yeah, this guy, I told him not to bet his. Look, I love Gold Phoenix. He's freaking awesome. Told him not to bet him in the Breeders' Cup betting challenge. Just never. You think he listened to me?
He actually had a big chance, except for a ride.
You know what? You are right. He had a big chance because look who won.
I had everyone look at that race and not just like, because I'm always going to say the jockey did us in, but I'm like, you know what? I asked a bunch of people, can you look at that race? And they're like, you know what? Yes, you're actually right.
It wasn't a certain person's business. But I'll tell you this: all the other times he ran in the Breeders' Cup, I thought he had zero chance, and he ran awesome to be fourth. Last year, I actually thought he did have a chance because it wasn't that strong of a field, and we were against the filly Mini Hawk. Like I was against her 100%. Look who won the race: a hurdle horse. Jumper from so Gold Phoenix absolutely could have won that race.
And that winner came from the same spot Gold Phoenix was at. But it's one of those things. Everyone's an athlete, the horses, the jockeys, and it's all like split-second decisions. And if they decide to go outside and outside is the path and they win, they're fantastic. If they go inside and outside was the pass and they lose. But we need to do to prove to everyone that betting these bets with the low takeout is the bee's knees. Are you ready, Frank? You got your chat GTP rolled
I know
up.
Spanish now. This guy wants to know who won the last race, and I'm going to tell him. This is straight up country.
Nuevo.
Yeah. I put number 9, but I should do Nuevo straight. This is great. We're immersed. This is like an immersive language course. I love it. We have international followers. We have all different languages. Thank you so much. Were you going to play something?
No, I was going to have us do the calculation to see that you made more money.
I know. I'm just really proud that we have a lot of Spanish-speaking followers who want to know who won the last race.
I will add something for the next one.
One of you guys, can you email me so we can get you a feed so you can actually watch the races with us?
They actually can watch it if they watch it.
You're right. On Santa Anita's website, right?
Yeah, but if you watch it, if you're watching this feed on, like, for example, Chrome or Google, if you go up into the right corner, supposedly you can click on the 3 dots and have it translate as it talks. So if you go down,
Right.
well, hang on, I'll show you right now.
But what about these guys? Don't seem to have access to watch the races, but don't they show them live on Santa Anita's website?
I think they changed it a little where they're making everyone now, because we talked about that on the last show, and they're making them go to first. I don't know if you need an account.
Oh, you maybe need to open an account. Yeah,
I'm
that's just
looking right
silly. Well, anyway, we appreciate you guys following along. Because of licensing and intellectual property reasons, we're not allowed.
Yeah, they've stomped down a lot of that. Like when you were watching a lot of shows, and Frank and I were like, how are these guys showing live races when we can't even show it when we're on track or interview people? Yeah, the hammer came down the last couple of months.
And also, Ciaran, I wouldn't want to show the races because I want
boring.
people to watch the races the way they watch the races. Why would they watch it on our little StreamYard thing when they could watch it on their big TV or with their buddies or whatever? So that's why we.
Why are we going to throw up PPs? We just want to talk to you guys. You're here live. You already know what the research is. You want to hear what degenerate gambling we're going to do and looking at the board and stuff like that. I mean,
I know the best bit of handicapping on the whole show was from Jerry Wesselow. If the 9 isn't in front, I'll be disappointed. All right, real quick, Ciaran, let me roll through the comments. We'll wrap that up, and then we'll do what we always do. So Chris was going to bet the 9, but he appreciates it because I think he hit the double. Jeff, always appreciate you joining in. We were close. We screwed up. That was on us. Yeah, blind squirrel, right. Hope for a similar result with Code tomorrow. Okay. Code Duello, Jerry's horse is running tomorrow.
Which race? I've already handicapped it, so I can look and see what I said. Which race?
I know it's part of the pick. It's either part of the All Turf or the pick 5, because I'm going to be doing Chappie's show tomorrow, so make sure you check out the Santa Anita YouTube channel about 15 minutes after the races are over tomorrow. What race is he in? I'm looking for him here. Midnight Mammoth is also running tomorrow. That's a really nice horse. Also trained by Craig Delasse, owned by a really nice guy, Jeff Singara. Shout out to him.
So what's the name of the horse, Frank? I'm looking for.
Duello, race 8. 6 furlongs on the turf for 25.
Number 2. Let me see.
While you do that, I'll keep rolling through the comments. Jeff Soto, really appreciate you joining us, man. You're one of the Sharpies, so really nice. He did the 7-9 daily double thanks to us. Everybody did it for that. Jeff bought you a beer. How about that? That's very nice of you, Jeff. I'm waiting for my beer. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you, Jeff. That's very kind of you.
No, Frank's the OG. He's the OG of he writes for both Santa Anita and Del Mar. Not many people can say that.
But this is where it's at. This is the show. This is the disruptor of the industry. Hey, Charlie, nice to see you again. Great job, guys. Keep those winners coming. Can't wait for the next show. People not watching are losing money. Yeah, even if they aren't watching, they got to, as long as they're playing the wagers. That's all we want. We just want them playing the wagers.
We are a wagering entertainment show. I mean, look at this crap that Frank came up with. I mean,
would be doing if I hit and he didn't. He wouldn't have any props for the next show. He's like, oh, we got to study harder. We got to give out more winners. I'm like, dude, all I do is give out winners. Are you not listening? Just because you're losing doesn't mean we are. I forgive him. I love him because he's a Leo.
Well, you know what? Frank's
He's
sign.
a Leo, an egomaniac.
Frank's sign worked today. He was at Santa Anita earlier today with this sign.
Hold on, let me hide it. Hold on, let me hide it. I want the full. Hold on. There you go.
It worked. The DTL crew showed up. We didn't listen. They gave us the 9 in the last race, Frank.
I know they did.
But I mean,
everybody had the 9 except us because we pivoted. We pivoted at the wrong time. We should have put our 9 bet in and then pivoted.
Yeah, shoulda, coulda. You know, I mean, we had a conviction, and our conviction ran second.
You're right.
I mean, if that conviction had come in, we would have been cheering.
So we lost a couple of hundred. If we had hit the double, we would have only lost $100 less.
Didn't you you hit the pick 3, right, Frank?
No, I didn't have the 9. I had the 9 as a C.
Oh, well, I had the pick 3. I thought you had it.
You had the 9 in your pick 3?
Yeah. The chalky one paid 400 and...
Hold on. What? The all turf or the late?
The late one. 2-5 with 7-8 with 3-4-9-10. $48 bet, 402.
You don't have the 9? Ciaran, you got to set the 10-second thing when you put your stuff up.
I'm going to look at that and see. Right here. I'm going to share. Hang on. You might have typed it in wrong.
I didn't type it. You typed it.
Oh,
That's all you.
Well, this is the one. That's why I'm like putting. Hang on. Where is it?
I mean, I hope you had it.
5-2 right there. 7-8, 3-4-9-10. $48.
What the hell is this? 24710.
I don't know where that came from. Oh, is that the all turf one?
Oh, it says $3 pick 3. I don't know. I want to track changes in that document.
No changes.
I think you're past posting, dude.
No. We can see that earlier on the show. Although, what you guys don't realize is
Let me look in the comments.
When we were talking smack back in the day, we're like, yeah, we always say we had it. We're like, yeah, but when we do this, we'll actually have it live on camera where we can go back and look.
He just wants to brag that he had it and I didn't.
It was
or
a
he
break
had it
in the
more
bet.
time.
It was,
and that's fine. You know what? I can take it. I'm a grown man. I make my own decisions. Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. But I'll tell you right now, I'm a gracious loser. I will congratulate you if that is a legit ticket.
No, but I mean, that's one of those we talked earlier. I think I spent $500 and it paid 402. So down 100. But as we talked about, the beauty of these bets are you'll kind of get some money back. And then when you do actually hit, like we almost hit, you'll get paid exponentially better, you know?
Here's another one. How many did you do? How many pick 3s did you do?
That's the turf one.
Okay, that's turf. Where's your here? Ciaran pick 3. 2-4-7-10.
I don't know why it came up like that. Oh, that might have been this morning when we pivoted. I don't know. That's why I don't use this thing. I put the screenshot up earlier. We can go back and look though, but the screenshot was up all day.
I don't not believe you. I just think it's funny that there's two. So hold on. Let me consult the official book of knots, aka Ciaran's wagers that cover every. Oh, look! You know what? You're right here on page 2084.
Yes, I mean you had to go past the.
This was your 50th pick. Yeah, you did have the number.
Oh, actually, Frank, no, you're looking at the wrong place. This was the, what do you call it when you put it on the last page in the cover? When you actually have to find it.
When you have to, the index?
Yeah, it was a note on the index is what it was. No, I think going forward, I know we've been doing the comments thing, but I'm finding that on these bets, this kind of nonsense, I mean, I say nonsense, but it's been working. I used to be all about the caveman, but more times than not, especially when you can connect with the horse you really like, I'm thinking I like this approach versus trying to type it into that chat window.
I agree.
We just got to figure out a better way to have it where people can reference it easier. And I know why we kept doing.
Hold on, leave that up. Leave that up again. I just want to compare. And I'm not looking. I mean, you had it. You showed it. I mean, you hit it. Great. What did it pay?
402.
I just want to see if it was a typo or like what I do. I cut and paste because I don't want to retype.
No, I cut and paste too, so I'm not sure why it went up like that.
All right, so hold on. Let's look again. $3 pick 3.
You know what that is, Frank? That might have been from this morning when, if you look at my write-ups, I never, in the last race, you know who made fun of me for doing it before was when I did Pete's show a couple of years ago and I had the numbers all wrong, which is when I started putting the names next to the numbers.
Oh, I know. Yeah, you messed that up bad. That's why he's never had you back.
No, I wouldn't go back.
And then when I told him we were doing a show together, he's like, "What? That guy doesn't even know his numbers and his names."
Yeah, well,
I'm just
if I wanted
kidding.
to go on his show, I'll just pick Chalk. Just giving you crap.
So here, I just want to look. I just want to look. So you had, okay, the 2 was your key on 2 tickets. Then you had the 3, which we talked about. The 4, which was the Glatt as a saver. The 9 we talked about, and the 10, the AU got in. So I want to know who's the 7? I think it's a typo. Benny's Puzzle at 50 to
Yeah,
1.
the 7 apps. There's no way. Like even looking
And-
at it.
No, and who's 2?
Benny's Puzzle, 50 to 1.
And who's the 3? I don't know. That makes sense.
The
But you
3
don't
is
have
the one I
3
really
here.
liked. Island. That was the one I
No,
liked.
I know, but you don't have the 3 here. I don't know what you did, dude. But yeah,
I
maybe
don't
just
have to
stay
do
away
that.
from that because there's not enough space for your characters anyway. Anyway, what did it pay? Good job.
402.
Beautiful.
I mean, between the 3 bets, it was
No, and we should have had an
450.
extra 120.
no, it was like I think between all 3 bets, it was like $450, which we had a chance for, and what we talked about earlier, you have a chance to win some good stacks, but even when you're wrong if you spread a little bit, you'll get a chunk of your payroll or your bankroll
No,
back.
you know
and then
what,
fire
Karen? I'm glad you had it. Maybe that's why we didn't do it. Maybe that was another reason why we didn't do it because you're like, oh, Kieran's already alive to the horse. I don't know. We messed up there, but I'm glad you had it.
We talked about it. It was 117 for the double, so there was no way we thought the 7-2 was the one to,
The
and
nuts,
then we
yeah.
came back
Okay.
with some of the higher price ones. We looked at them. We're like 117. No, the ones we ended up doing the $5 bets on, we're paying 300 plus. So that's why we did what we did.
You know what? I really like King Ciaran because if this were like 3 weeks ago, you'd be like, Frank, you messed up. You're the reason we didn't hit it. We talked about the 9, and
Before we end the show, we've got to do the parlay, double
Let's
and
do
pick 3 parlay.
and the all turf.
Yeah.
We're about it, man. We're not complaining about underlays, although we've never had an underlay. We might complain about an underlay if we have one.
Even
I don't think we'll have one today.
Even the most chalky, we'll not have one today, I don't think. Even the most chalky of chalky doubles and pick 3s have paid 10 to 50% more than you would get on the parlay.
And some pay 50% more. The one I hit was 700 and the parlay was 350. All right, calculate a $3 win parlay with horses that paid how much?
1320,
Nice.
520.
Who was that? That
was
was the 7, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then the 9?
960.
Yeah, see, I wonder with that 12 to 1 morning line. Very interesting. 320, 520, 960. Okay. $247.10.
402. 75% more.
How is not every horse player like us not playing this?
If you're
Watching our
on,
show and playing this bet.
people are like, all this big money, guys. We're getting paid, and not even that. If this was a chalk, Frank, that
Still
paid
pays more.
like $90 in the pick 3. If it was chalk, that paid $90. If we did the win parlay, it'd be $82. You'd still make 10%. Or 15%.
You know what? Yeah, we've seen the double, maybe just $10 difference or whatever. And the reason for that is because it was logical. So a lot of people had it, but because of the 15% takeout, it still pays more.
And it juices it. And then if you can, the way the Irish royalty crept up, the big money guys didn't have that going forward, so that it paid even more. Like when you can beat the money, it's great.
Do you have the all turf?
Yeah. Oh, all turf.
$3 win parlay. Horses that paid. Okay, the all turf.
740.
That was the one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
1320.
That was Irish Royalty.
Yep.
And then the Brendan Galvin Straight Up Country.
960.
I mean, those are good prices, but they're not outrageous. Like, those are very havable.
It's actually
very logical, except the 12-1 morning line. 351.
726, Frank, 100% more. And it wasn't anything crazy. Like, when we did this show, like, Irish Royalty made sense to me, you know what I mean? And then in race 7, race 5, you had the morning line favorite, essentially.
The one.
Yeah, win. Then we had Irish Royalty.
I don't think the one was a favorite, but was only 7-2.
But and then
Ciaran, here, I'm going to give you some kudos. And I'm going to give me kudos, and I'm going to give the DTL kudos. You have gotten so much better about ticket construction just by doing this show. If you had done all your picks with the 9 caveman style, it probably would have been like $450 and you would not have played it.
Correct.
But instead, you're like, well, I don't think the 7 can lose. That's an A. You had the horses you liked in the first leg. And now you can afford to throw 4 horses in the last leg because you're only, 2 by 1 by 3 or 2 by 2 by 3.
Correct.
These bets reward handicapping and ticket constructing.
And if I'd gotten a little bit lucky in that first leg, Frank, if you looked at my ticket, like I'll show you again.
Yeah, you had a key horse in there. It was on
the 3.
Everything.
The 3, I had a $3 ticket, 3 with spread and spread for $60.
And that horse was a price.
Oh, if the 3 had won that race, Frank, I would have been looking at probably $1,300 on that. Almost.
All right, one more time. Let's do the $5 double.
All right.
Ciaran, this is the way horse racing was intended. Players playing against players.
And using the information. I mean, that's the beauty of the pick 3s and the doubles after the first race. You can see what's happening in and out of the legs. You know what I mean?
And you're not seeing a lot of big whacks because of the high minimum.
Correct.
It's not 50 cents where you can whack it multiple times.
No, guys actually have to. They're like, well, I'm going to spend $100 on this thing. Before I would have had all 9 horses and 4 in the next, and now I'm like, oh, I got to do 1 or 2 and 1 or 2. So you ready?
Yeah. One last thought. These bets reward sharp handicapping and good ticket construction. Even if you're not that great of a ticket constructor, and you can still use a lot of horses in the hit. But anyway, all right, $5 win parlay with horses that paid
$520 and $960.
I mean, the $2 double should be like 45, 22 or something. So 100. The parlay is probably 100 something. Let's say 62.40.
117.
Yeah.
Like 90% more, I mean,
what are you doing, people? Santa Anita is basically giving you a ticket, a gift on a silver platter.
What was the pools today anyway, Frank? Do you know?
I
mean, we don't have any comparisons to last year, but what do you think the pools were today? Do you have a number?
I can tell you. I bet they're better than the old iteration, but let's check.
Because we got to reward the tracks. I mean, they're giving us these bets, and if they start seeing the pools grow more and more, maybe we'll get some of these other bets that we were asking for, like a low takeout double that attaches to the all turf, so we can carry it over.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to Tom about that. You're absolutely right, Ciaran. We need to really support the all turf, guys, because that's that's
the bet. If we can grow the all turf, we'll be able to make the argument. Like when we do this show, we kind of talk about the next leg and we use it for information. But imagine if we were doing the all turf and it's a low takeout double into the next race. So,
right, $5 double starting in the next race, which is a dirt race, which is fine, but going into a turf race, which is part of the all turf. All these bets are interconnected if you set them up correctly. And the other thing is, like I said, it's especially in the all turf, it's players against players. It's if you're smart and you construct your tickets well and you're right, you get paid. Okay, $5 on a Thursday. The double pool was 99,000.
Wow.
Pick 3, 115,000.
There we go.
Pick 4, 206. And this is strange. The pick 5 was only 277. So I mean, those pools are usually double, right? The pick 3 is usually double the double in the old days. Pick 4 is double the pick 3. The pick 5 is double the pick 4. So the fact that we're at 100,000 for both of the bets that we're doing, and the pick 5 is only 277, the needle is moving. It's moving slowly, but it is moving.
We actually it rained out. What's funny is, you know how we rained out last weekend, Frank?
Yeah.
Last year we rained out at Santa Anita at the same time, and we had Thursday racing last year. So what was the double pool today, Frank?
Wait, this week?
This week, last year.
Oh, so
we had racing on Thursday. So what was the double you said? 99,000?
Yeah.
61,000 last year.
Really?
What was the pick 3?
115.
119 last year. So we talked about.
Do you have the all turf? Because the all turf's a little low.
What was the all turf this year?
If this number is correct, it's 59,000.
54,000 last year.
Okay, so there's growth, but not the growth we need, guys. Let's go.
And the pick 3, people bet the same way last year, and we talked about it. A lot of people got knocked out. So what do? They came back and hammered the double. Double was up 50%.
It makes sense. The double and the late pick 3
go hand in hand.
Absolutely great bets. The all turf is you need a little bit of a leap of faith on the all turf because your money is tied up a little longer. So I understand the hesitation where people like to go race to race. They want their pick 3 all in a row, blah, blah, blah. But I'm telling you, especially, most people love turf racing. That's what they love to handicap.
That's where you see the price.
Field, competitive races.
And the last few, we've not seen crazy prices hit yet, but we know they are coming on the turf, And when you get, these sequences with kind of second and third choices or favorites are still paying pretty healthy.
You look at the pays. The parlay is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Anyway, we're off our soapbox. All I can say is this is a pro player show. And when a track like Santa Anita is pro player and gives us, they're not just giving us good wagers, Ciaran. They're giving us historically good wagers. These wages are better than anything I've ever played in my history as a horse player. Seriously, I'm not joking.
My gambling is up for the first time in eons since we started doing this show. And my handle is only on the low takeout bets. And I'm betting, like I said earlier, every one of these bets, $150 and less is what I'm betting, and great ROI. And that's given me lots of spreads. For guys who gamble more, you probably make a lot more, but it's worthwhile with the pays that even when you chalk out, you're still walking with a profit. How can you argue with that?
The 15%.
Yeah.
It's almost like we're getting a rebate on the original 23% double.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's the difference between a winning bet and a losing bet. And I'm not exaggerating. That's absolutely true. So real quick, Ciaran, because we were discussing where that 9 came from. So Stephen D, the 9 was not on any of your picks received this morning. He's crying. But here, Jeff Knight to the rescue. Ciaran sent corrections. So what does that mean? Did you send a follow-up email?
Yes, when the 10 got in, I adjusted all the bets.
So if Stephen D is a subscriber, he would have gotten your original and then a follow-up?
I might not have adjusted the free ones that are on the site. That's probably what he's talking about.
Oh, it's on the site. Well,
when
you know what?
Got in,
I'm sorry it didn't work out, but that means you have to subscribe.
When 10 got in, I adjusted everything. I had to change because that was the pivot. And I think I even said, if 10 gets in,
No, you started the show with that. The
Yeah,
10
and I was
getting
like,
in
and usually you bust my balls because you're like, Ciaran, the AE didn't get in, or the AE got in. It's like, oh, I got to
So
pivot.
here, Ciaran, we like to please our audience. So in the future, maybe if that happens, I know you send it out to your subscribers, but maybe if what you put up on the website does not reflect what you want to do after the changes, just post on X maybe. And Steven, you got to follow at California Pick 4. Follow him on X.
I would say
It's up to you. I'm just saying, I don't know.
I think, like I say on the write-up that I put on the free picks, you got to watch the show.
Yeah, I say
if
that
it
too.
wasn't a live race day, I would have updated the sites, but I'm telling you guys to come watch us on the live show, and I'm not updating the website. So you got to watch the show.
I'm sorry, Steven. This is a tough lesson to learn, but I do the same thing with my matrix. I say, this is my potential plays. If you want up-to-date, real-time, in-the-moment wagering information, where these wagers may change based on what we see, you have to watch the show. And if we're not doing a show, then we'll tweet something out or whatever.
Correct.
But I'm sorry about that, but thank you for joining the show, and hopefully you'll be a loyal watcher now.
Well, like I said earlier, if they forgot, hang on. I've already gotten that. We're not doing a show tomorrow. We usually do it Friday, but we're switching to Sunday and Monday. But I've already handicapped this weekend. So if you shoot me an email and just do DTL, I put it on there. I'll send you the cards for the Friday and Saturday. And we got a big race day on Saturday,
Wait,
too.
hold on. Are you directing this to Steven?
Yeah, all of them. Oh.
So you're saying if they send you an email with DTL, they get a free subscription?
I'll give them tomorrow and Saturday's picks just for watching the show today. So you guys who hung out.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, you get what you pay for.
Exactly. It could be the greatest thing since sliced bread.
$3.99, you get what you pay for.
Yeah. So after the next 2 days, it could be this or wah, wah, wah.
I'm just going to put up the schedule so people know, because we've done a show every Friday, but we're not doing a show. Friday, no show, but Scatoni is guest starring on the Santa Anita Late Pick 5 show on
Tomorrow? What time, Frank? Breaking news,
Hold
Frank
on.
is on Santa Anita.
ETL shows on.
And for you guys watching, I got a copy of Frank's script for tomorrow. I think I need a better.
I ever whined or complained, Ciaran? Ever?
No, I need a better gibberish one.
No, I like the blah blah. Do the blah blah blah.
Oh, the blah blah. There we go. Yeah.
That's the best one.
Blah, 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 blah,
Or,
blah,
or my
blah,
Oscar, my playoff music for the Oscar. I actually like that one the best. That's really funny.
This
As
one?
Frank pontificates, they're like, "Come on, man." All right, Ciaran, here, hold on. This is actually very important because these are our followers. Like, so is there a way to correct this or help him out or whatever?
Non-show days, I will update the website. I just didn't because we were scrambling today.
But he bets early in the morning, so can you wait? I mean, do you have to bet that early?
Yeah.
Wait till scratches are out. I mean,
sometimes I've gone back and forth when I don't send things out immediately and I wait till scratches come, I get my email blown up by people going, "I want to
where's
bet."
the pick? Yeah.
Yeah. So that's like you can't please everyone.
Yeah, Steven, I don't know what an easy solution is other than maybe trying to put your bets in after Ciaran has updated everything.
When I do my bets in the morning, I do my bets early and then I'll go back and adjust them later is what I usually do.
Right, but he gets your picks and he just puts his bets in and then goes. Yeah. Dude's got a life, obviously. I mean, he goes about his day, but for some reason he wants to piggyback you.
Things change.
And then he watches you pivot And he's like, what the hell? I don't have this 9
It's
anywhere.
changed so much now. Like I like to put them in, and then I'm going to adjust because I mean you get all the AEs in, and some of them get in. Like today, the number 10 got in. If the number 10 didn't get in, I might have changed things. But some days they don't get in. It's like,
But you know what? I really appreciate this, Stephen, because we're in this together. We appreciate the transparency.
we're
Your
live.
schedule is different than Ciaran. Ciaran did nothing wrong. He put his picks out. He sent revisions. So everything is cool. You got to figure out a way to place your bets after Ciaran has amended. And if you could listen to the show, you don't have to watch. You could maybe, like, if you're at work, like a cheeky little earbud in there, like, oh, well, they're talking. They won't shut up about this 9. I don't have the 9. Maybe you could pivot a little bit too, but I love it. I love this. This is the kind of show.
This is why we said we were going to do the show, because we've done every other show where we go on and maybe it's Tuesday or Wednesday and we talk about Friday and Saturday's plays. We don't know if there's rain, if a jockey's red hot, if a trainer's cold, what's going on, if you want to be inside or out. We can pivot live. Like I could have my picks be 1, 2, 3 in the morning, and when we get around to the live show, I'm like, I hate 1, 2, 3 now. I'm going 4, 5, 6.
We look, those handicapping shows are great. There's so many smart people who give really good information. So when you sit down to handicap and you're listening, that is phenomenal. We're not a handicapping show. We are a gambling, wagering, horse playing show. We want to take all that good information and make money. So Ciaran actually hit because his whole strategy changed when the 10 got in the race. So anyway, I think that's about it. I don't know. I'm like, I need a lozenge. My throat is like, woof. 3 hours, man.
Went quick. Hey, thanks for watching.
Wait, here's
another show tomorrow.
Real quick breakdown. 307 people on Santa Anita X. This is good for the X, and then we'll see what the YouTube numbers are. But anyway,
we're back on Sunday.
Ciaran, King of the All Turf, pick 3.
I didn't hit the all turf, so I have to change my picture now.
How about just King of any pick 3? King of any low takeout.
I like the all turf. It went. I mean, well, actually, you know what?
Why didn't you use the 9 there?
I did, but I needed the 3, my sneaky one, the Kent DeSormer one that lost the bomb.
Oh yeah, that would have opened up the door.
So that was, as we talked about, that was my separator. I mean, that would have been stacks upon stacks. But I will say, I mean, Irish royalty did win today, so I guess it's still we can go out.
You know what? You can leave. I'm gonna allow you to leave that up there. I'm done though.
No. You got to leave yours. Yours was actually now that I know we can do this. It's. So where did you
put the peasant one up? Because I don't need winners. I just need a winner in the last race. I've been knocked out 3 times. 3 times to my strongest opinion on the card.
And it's not like the horses are not running. They're running second every time. Yeah, second, exactly. It's just someone slightly better each race.
Second, your horse. What is your horse? I go, what are you talking about? It's not my horse.
So which site made that video, Frank? Was it ChatGTV? Where did Terry
no, I'm using Grok now.
Grok is the bomb. Like, wow.
I'm using Grok. So we said whoever does better gets to put their avatar up at the end. So put your king up. There you go. All right, I've had enough of this guy. Thank you, DTL crew, for watching.
We'll see you on Sunday.
Do the show without you. Go ahead, you get the final word, King. All important me.
If you don't hit the double.
Go home and try. I didn't play the double. I just played the community double. Ciaran, I thought there was no way I was losing. My bad. Seriously, I thought the 2 was a cinch. I really thought the 2 was a cinch.
And we bet it like that too. That's what happens. That's racing. We're back on Sunday though. Get out there.
get up, get out. No, get out, get up, get paid. This has been a Double Trouble Live production. I'm Frank Scatoni, signing off for Ciaran Thornton, King Ciaran, the all-important me. Have a great night. We will see you guys on Sunday and Monday.
We did it!
Unbelievable.